Hello.
Yeah, no.
I thought you said 20 seconds. To be honest. Oh, then I wasn't watching.
This Hi.
I hate.
Oh my god, he actually did it.
I knew that he would. I knew that happened. I was
You're
ready.
proud of yourself, aren't you? You're proud of yourself, aren't you?
He's like, I can get it into this stream like it somehow gets into every stream that Blue is a part of. Doesn't matter whose stream it is. If it's Blue's stream, if it's Dev's stream, if it's Aaron's stream, somebody's gonna say, if I was blue, if I was green, I would die.
If I was blue, I would die.
Blah 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah. I honestly love that song, and I never heard that until someone was like, hey, didn't you think it sounds like this? And I was like, no. And then I heard it, and I was like, you know, if you stretch really far.
Have you guys been caught up?
Introduced everyone, muted. I'm dumb.
Oh, you've been muted that whole time?
Yeah, I forgot to do my hotkeys correctly.
Oh,
I haven't used
good.
OBS in months, okay? I forgot what I had it set to. I
Okay.
thought I had it set to one thing and I was
Fine.
wrong. That's my bad.
Reintroduce all
Well, I'll
of us.
reintroduce everyone. Next to me is Jurie, Wolf, one of the many wolves of Wolf Packs on Twitch. Freaking Alex, you're probably going to yell her name at least once if you hang out with her. And Blue, if he was green, he would die. Is what I said, but wrapped up quickly. What's up, Chasing? I did it better the first time and I was fucking muted.
That's alright.
Ah! Well, it wouldn't be a podcast with me on it if there wasn't a technical issue to start with.
There we go. That's a bright side, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
right?
all-
Bright side. But yeah,
Just,
so if you
know,
guys...
keeping it consistent.
Yeah, exactly. So, Har Har, you guys already know me pretty well. I'm the co-host for Critically Casual with Steven. Do you guys want to introduce you guys selves in some way? You know?
I mean, you
just
kind of
introduced us.
Other than what I said as a joke, okay?
Basically, my personality is if I was green, I would die. You know. So
There you go.
understand.
Yeah, that's totally different than what he said.
That fucking look! She gave the look.
Oh, I
You
do
look.
look.
You gave the look. You gave the look. The
Just totally
Alex is
exactly
annoyed
this.
look.
Oh, you get that look a lot, don't you, Dev?
I get that from everybody, let's be honest. It's just my
Just like,
my
oh.
charming personality just brings out the best in everyone.
Charming.
Not charming.
Quotations.
Wow, thanks guys. You know,
Charming.
I'm glad I have some positive people around me.
Yeah, it's
you're
great.
welcome.
See, we wouldn't be friends if we couldn't shit talk each other.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the first adaptation of our Har Har podcast, which is going to be the kind of one where we bring in guest stars and producers from the Har Har channel will be on this. Steven was originally supposed to be on here. He had a family thing literally pop up last second today. I woke up to a text from him being like, hey, so could you find someone to, guest star on there since I can't make it? I'm like, yeah, I'll find someone. That's when the caboose of this show showed up out of nowhere. The
you.
shining blue star
Just
of the
kidding.
north, showed up and helped.
Blue star. What?
I don't know.
Blue
I'm
star.
rambling. I'm making dumb
You.
jokes. So,
No.
He wished upon a shining blue star.
and then you appeared
You.
in a fiery fury.
That's what I usually have. People just.
Oh God, that hurt.
That sounded impressive. I give it a 7, actually.
There was a gurgle
7
to
on the
it.
cough scale.
I was weak compared to normal. Like, I always say it's weak
I
though.
said 7.
Anyway,
it was still pretty powerful. I felt that.
oh, my whole throat felt that. It was vibrating.
That's gross.
By the way, what's up, Wolf?
That was gross.
I mean, it was gross. I'm not saying it wasn't gross. reiterating how it felt for me. You know, like that's what
Yeah.
I'm more reiterating the point of.
Mm.
But yeah, so
Doggo.
what? Blue? Go on.
Doggo.
My doggo.
Why is
Doggo, where
I
is
getting a
Doggo?
food call? Okay, I don't know what that is. There's a doggo. All right, I need this. There we go. All right, everything is set. Cool. You think I would have had everything set before? I keep moving my mouse across screen, but it doesn't capture it. Oh, that's cool.
You'd
Come
think,
on.
but you
Yeah.
never
Well,
know,
I just got back from Deadpool. Okay. All right.
Oh,
How
fuck,
was
I
it?
farted.
You farted?
Deadpool.
No one heard
I'll
it.
give more
Fucker
info
farted.
on
Go away.
Monday when we go to the Har Har or the critically I'm gonna fuck this up so many times now.
Man,
Too
you
many
have
gonna
names,
happen.
Dad.
Too many names.
It's already
Too many
started.
names.
The critically casual podcast. Me and Steven will be going more into our feelings on that.
Hey, me too.
Positive so far. So yes, Alex should be guest starring. You need to watch the Emoji Movie before then though
Ooh.
too. By the way.
Oh, fuck
No.
that. No, I don't want to watch it.
Too late. You already signed on. Welcome to
I
the.
don't want
Too late.
It's on Netflix.
My friends always tell
Is
me,
it on?
they're like, I'm not sure
I
if
believe
you're
it's on Netflix.
reacting.
Yeah, I might watch it tomorrow or tonight or something. I don't know yet. Figure it out.
Oh, I don't want to.
It'll be great. Anyways, so what's up, Frankie? I got like bubbles in my throat.
I literally
Frankie.
downloaded it before I haven't even seen it and I already downloaded
Why do you have it
it.
downloaded?
Oh,
Why give that
Why?
space?
Blue! Aw, I'm so...
What?
what?
I'm looking at my Steam and
Who,
I
what,
see...
when, where,
what?
why?
Who?
Oh,
That's
ha! He
actually-
bought it for you. Sounds like a blue move. All right, you're joining us, me, Steven, and
Sneaky.
you're our fourth
Ah.
now. You're our fourth
Oh,
farm
boy,
hand.
I'm so
You're-
glad
You're
I
you're
didn't
probably
get
gonna
wrapped
help
into
Blue the
that.
most, because he could use probably the most help out of everyone, or Steven.
Now that I have my pail, I don't really like. I don't know. We'll find.
We'll
something.
figure out a role.
We'll figure out the dynamic.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Nice.
By the way, my fishing did upgrade when you lagged out at the end of the day. I did hit level 10. I decided instead of going for 50% prices on fish, I got treasure hunt. I got pirate because it had pirate in the name. So I get more treasure. Because Drunk Dev was like, "Hey, pirate, that sounds fun." So, yay.
Are you gonna wear your pirate costume?
Oh, maybe. I didn't thought about that.
Well, just know that if you ever preach about the flying spaghetti monster, you absolutely have to do it in full pirate regalia. So you can
I
kill
will
two
keep
birds
that
with
in
one
mind,
stone.
especially given that at the end of the month, Sea of Thieves has new content, and I will be hopefully playing that on Bebo,
Bruh.
for stream, because I would love to do that. Because yeah, they released a new trailer for it yesterday.
Hmm.
I can make poor decisions drunk if I want. All right, that's what I do.
Ugh.
Speaking of poor decisions while Dev is drunk, so this is a story I've been
Oh,
saving
God.
for this show. Last week, on Thursday, when me and Steven started the farm, I was drinking the entire time rum and coke, so I finished off the bottle of Bacardi, and then I finished. I have one shot left in a bottle of tequila that was already a little bit about half full left.
Do we need to stage an intervention?
No, shut up. I'm fine. It's once a
Yeah.
week. That's it.
I'm fine. I'm totally a
I'm
functioning
totally fine. I'm a
can
functioning
stop at any
alcoholic. Leave me
time,
alone.
I have my letter ready to print at any moment. guys.
I'm fine. All right. I have a stressful life living in the house that I live in. Anyways,
I mean, soon to be not so stressful,
Yes.
because
3 weeks, I think. 3 weeks, and I should be out of here.
nice.
Um.
Okay, so continue.
Nice.
Anyway, so after the stream, right? I wrapped up because I ended that night playing Fortnite. I think with you, right, Blue?
I believe so.
When I was completely gone.
I play a
So,
lot of Fortnite. so
I know
don't
you do.
remember.
So I'm pretty sure it was you, but I can't remember 100%. Anyways, so end the stream. Drunk Dev turns off computer properly, cleans off bed, and then I lose all memory after that point. Next thing I know,
Oh boy.
I wake up on the bathroom floor with a pillow, a blanket, and completely naked.
Please tell me you ended stream.
Devin, No.
Oh, the stream was dead. Like, stream had been ended like a
Oh,
while
thank
ago. Like, I had
God.
turned off computer and
Okay.
everything. I remember turning off the computer,
Okay.
Actually,
clearing off
you
the
know
bed to
what?
go lay down. Like, that was
I said
it.
thank God, but that would have been really entertaining to see.
I wake up in the bathroom, my phone near me, pillow and blanket.
Mm.
And wondering, like, at first when I woke up, I'm like, oh, this is the floor's okay. I'll be honest, sleeping on a flat surface like that isn't terrible. I don't know what people complain about. It's nice, and it's cold, and it's chilling. And I love it from time to time.
That sounds really hard though.
That sounds hell.
I could sleep anywhere.
like
I'm not
hell.
gonna lie. I'm a pro. I've slept in a bathtub like way too small for me in a hotel before.
Can we
So
find out that Dev is actually just a sleepy bear in hibernation?
I can sleep anywhere. I'm not gonna lie. Anyways,
I'm not gonna lie, I can do the same.
it's so easy.
I can't.
So drunk Dev apparently wanted to
If
do
I
that.
fall asleep anywhere that's awkward, I usually wake up with a really bad kink in my neck, or my
Dude,
back is all messed
I
up.
felt great the next morning. I'm not gonna lie. Like the next day,
No
I
hangover?
felt fantastic. Like nothing had happened. Right?
Your head wasn't throbbing.
No,
or
no, I don't get hangovers actually. Like this
Oh.
morning, I woke up perfectly fine, and I finished off an entire bottle of Bailey's last night
anything? Okay.
with Blue and Steven. Like I was just drinking Irish coffee the entire night. Anyways, so I woke up, on the bathroom floor. I check my phone. I have a text from my roommate saying like, "Hey, when you get up, text me so I know you're okay." So I text her. I'm like, "I'm fine." She's like, "Oh, thank God. I thought
That's
you were
concerning.
dead." She apparently. So she explains to me what she found.
Wait, I thought you were dead. I didn't contact anybody.
No, she knew I was alive. She knew I was alive. Okay, she had checked on me. Let me get to it. All right, it gets better. So apparently 3 or 4 o'clock in the middle of the night, right? Which is well after I had ended, because I think I had wrapped up around 1 or 2 that night, and probably had laid down then. Apparently she heard a bunch of noise and her cat started to rustle in her room, and she woke up at 3 or 4. So around like 6, when she usually goes to work, she apparently went to the bathroom, door is cracked, and she sees just my feet. She opens there. Guess what? There's no blanket and pillow, I apparently found out. I am naked on the bathroom floor. Completely passed out.
Are you trying to take like a cold shower?
I have no idea how I got there, man. Like it's bewildering to me how I ended up
You're like,
from
I'm
in
too drunk
here.
right now. I need to take a cold
to
shower. You
there.
take a
That's
shower, like, never mind, I'm
concerning.
just gonna turn it
I
off.
don't
I'll
know.
sleep
I
right
have
here.
no idea what happened in between point room to point bathroom. What happened? Cause like, she's like, yeah, I went and got a blanket for you. Made sure you're okay. Because apparently my phone was already in the bathroom too, but like across the bathroom floor from me, like super far for
There's
some reason.
Something weird about your balls. I'm just letting you know as a friend.
I don't
Right?
know, man. The thing is, I don't know if I actually ended up in there at 3 or 4 at night. Is the other problem. I could have just made a noise at 3 or 4 at night, right? And had already been in there for maybe 2 hours. I have
Already
no
took a
idea.
Shower, everything. Turn
No
it off
idea.
so you
I
get
was
on the bed.
I didn't shower because like my hair was like perfectly normal, like wake up hair for Dev. So like
This is a job for Sherlock Holmes right here.
no idea. And then so I get the text, like her saying like, yeah, I brought a blanket. I asked you if you wanted a pillow, and you're like, So she knew I was like, she was making sure I was still able to respond to things and stuff like that. But I don't know how I ended up there. Is my problem.
It's a case. It's the curious case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
The
Yeah,
curious
well,
case of Dorky Dev and
No, a
That's
curious
fucking
case of
weird.
drunky Dev.
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah, I am drunky.
I
Mister,
ate drink.
I drink.
I
That's a
Okay,
bad story.
I wasn't there when that happened, and I didn't get those Snapchats, and I'm still so upset that
I'm
you
actually
didn't
really surprised.
Snapchat
sent
me.
it to so many people. I don't know how.
Yeah, I don't
Okay, I'll
know.
explain this story real quick then. Another dumb drunk Dev.
Yeah.
There's
That
a
was
lot
the
of them.
Thursday night, right? That wasn't the Friday night. That was the Thursday night, Blue.
I was there on.
What was your inhibitions?
Because we were at. It was Thursday night. Before PAX. Before PAX South, January. We're all sitting in Whataburger, drunk off our asses. Some of us are streaming for no reason. Me and Zoe are just
You are-
randomly streaming on our phones. I Snapchat pretty much every single fucking contact I have in
Except
my
me.
phone. I don't know what happened. There's certain ones who missed it. I'll admit that. But I sent this. I ate drink. I don't know how I looked, but I didn't look good from what I've seen from the old VOD of the stream that night.
The Waterburger.
Yeah, the
stream.
Waterburger. There were a lot of Waterburger episodes, let's be honest.
Dude, Whataburger was like the savior of
It
that.
really was, especially given that
Whataburger is
McDonald's
so
closed
good.
at 10 or 11 o'clock above a bar. Blasphemy. Worst management ever. Sorry. But like I sent it to everyone. And then so like the next day we're at the convention center and Josh Fanimace is holding open the door for us real quick because we're all walking out. And he's like, yo, what's up, Ian Drake? I sent it to like everyone, including apparently streamers and YouTubers that I follow on Snapchat.
Oh,
Got that.
gosh.
So
From me.
literally Now,
Oh boy.
his nickname isn't your nickname in Josh?
My nickname in Josh's chat is still Ian Drake. The picture from for Discord, if you're on
I
Discord,
still have that one.
is
Yeah.
me passed out on the bed the morning after that Blue took a picture of me completely like
He looks like he was posing in a Victoria's Secret.
I was
Oh,
so peaceful
no.
that night.
Out.
I slept so well. And it's the best picture of drunk Dev, or not even drunk Dev,
Drunky
drunk
Dev.
sleep Dev, like knocked out.
It looked like he was literally like posing for a photo shoot. So there's no way that
Come
you can't.
get the new lingerie.
Except he was fully clothed. So
Yeah,
that's a good thing. I
seriously.
didn't have to
Devin
see any of that stuff yet.
Welcome to the
Limited.
dorky lingerie store.
Oh god.
This is our
Now
new
at Victoria's
collection
Secret.
by Devin.
But no,
I was
like
looking
it was.
Well,
Dr-
passed out.
I do a lot of stupid shit drunk apparently, like, or do things that like I don't remember fully. Like,
you and 90% of the other people who drink.
I mean, shut the fuck off for one. But like mine are just like random shit that like doesn't make sense. Like ending up naked in a fucking bathroom floor. Like
I don't. Yeah.
I don't know how I ended up there. I'm still trying to piece it together. Because I don't know if I cleared off the bed and then threw off my clothes and ended up in the bathroom, or if I laid down in the bed, was too hot, threw off all my clothes, and ended up in the bathroom.
You probably went to the bathroom and then threw off all your clothes.
No,
Just
the
like,
clothes,
I'm gonna
the
take a
clothes, no.
shower.
I didn't take off the clothes in the bathroom. The clothes were
Oh.
right next to my bed. So I had to have walked naked from bedroom to bathroom.
Okay, sure, I was about to say my theory, but that just completely blew it out. But I'm going to say it anyways. So I was going to say that you might have felt sick, and so you went to the bathroom, and then sometimes whenever, at least when I feel like I'm going to puke, then like it gets hot and like everything feels suffocating, and you're just like, ugh. So I was like, maybe that's why you took off all your clothes. But like, since your
I
clothes
don't
were by
know.
your bed, what
Like,
did you
well,
do?
I don't know. Like my thing is too. Like I know I get naturally superheated. Like
Okay.
both like emotionally and like literally, because like I
Yeah.
burn up really easily.
That has nothing to do with
And
your emotions.
like I still like I don't know what drunk Dev was thinking. Like if I'm gonna sleep with no clothes on, I'm gonna stay in the bedroom normally. If I'm gonna sleep on the bathroom floor, I'm gonna at least have boxers on. Somewhere there was a miscommunicated step in my brain that ended up naked Dev on the bathroom floor.
So do you sleep on the bathroom floor often?
No,
Yeah.
this is the first time in this house I've done that.
Okay. Because with that plan, it makes it sound like you've done this before.
If I'm feeling
time.
like there are times where
No.
there are times where like I get super too like, especially down here in the desert, like once like during the summer I will sometimes have to, because like I can't sleep on a bed, I can't sleep in a room that's not like the coolest in the house sometimes.
Mhm.
Oof, I can't
um,
do that.
It's because like once it starts to hit 100, like I'm dead. It's 90 right now outside, and I was out there in a
Yeah.
car with air conditioning, sweating because of how fucking hot it is. I don't do heat. Not very well, at least.
Yeah.
Somehow I just ended up on the bathroom floor naked. I don't know. Like, there's still just a shot of that tequila left too. That I'm just like,
See,
because like
unlike
there's
the
just
exact-
this left. That is like
Unlike-
this bottle was here at the start of that night.
Okay,
Plus-
so what usually gets you drunk? What's usually the
I usually drink
kind of
rum and
alcohol
tequila.
Rum
And
and
my bottle of rum that I had, which is the one up there, the second bottle of Bacardi up there was, hold on, was probably about like,
Jesus
here-ish.
Christ, you have a full bottle completely ready.
I just got it
Yeah.
like earlier this
He's
week.
not-
I need a bottle of
he's not-
rum, okay?
he needs it. He's
doesn't
like,
needs
"Fuck
it.
it."
I'm not an alcoholic!
Don't worry, guys.
Print the letter. Print the letter. We need this
fucking-
intervention
alright.
now.
So,
It's not
we're
that,
all
guys,
giving
guys.
you
It's
today
not that
to talk
bad.
about-
It's not that bad.
Oh,
It's not
my
that
God.
bad. It's not that bad.
Dev?
It's not that bad. I don't know what you guys are talking about. It's not that bad.
Jeez,
It's
oh
not. It's not
shit.
that
He's at a
bad.
funnel, and
I
he
heard
slips all
just
over
such
the
a
top of the
loud
funnel.
clinging noise. Like, no.
That was the bowl of chili that
Bowl.
was I was eating. Okay, it wasn't
Bowl of
anything bad.
chili.
I was eating chili. All right, before the podcast. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we know. Jurie was drooling off.
I was not drooling. I just said that looks
That
good.
looks
I just
so
ate.
good.
That looks so good.
Oh my god.
Anyways,
Oh, God. I
um,
need Starbucks like
I
yesterday.
don't have a problem. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Holy shit! You have a
Holy
more.
fucking. Okay,
Don't have a
no.
problem.
Put those down. Someone needs to hide those from you. Have it safe.
No one will hide my booze.
No,
God.
it's mine.
I'm
Okay, it's
genuinely concerned.
He's like, they're
Okay,
my
the thing
precious.
is, I don't drink. I like at max, I drink maybe once a week. At that, like.
But you
maybe.
drink a lot.
No matter what, I drink a lot. Like, yeah, I could drink two. Blue's been drinking with me for what? How long now since we started hanging out and playing games
What?
together? Like, we've been drinking and playing games together a
I
lot.
haven't drank in
I'm
about
talking about in like the past, Blue, not recently. I'm saying like in general when we
'cause I
drink and
don't
play
really
games.
drink.
Blue's like.
Well,
"Bruh,
okay,
I
yes,
gave
I know
that up
because
a
you're
long time
lightweight
ago."
and you don't take a lot to drink. All right. What I'm more saying is that you know how much I need to drink,
Sure.
which is I just
Yeah.
keep drinking because like one of the reasons why I keep drinking is because if I don't fall asleep drunk, I have a hangover.
Welcome to the intervention
Okay.
cast.
No.
All right, we're all gathered here today
No, it's not an intervention.
to
Thank you, Nolan.
I'm fine.
to discuss Dev's problem, and
I'm
that
fine.
he is not fine.
Devin,
The
we're
first
all
step-
very
I'm fine.
concerned for you.
I'm fine.
The first step
I'm
is
fine.
Devin!
I'm fine.
Paul
No.
starts chugging, like downs the entire bottle.
Oh,
God, it's a bottle like fuck that.
Oh,
No, he'd be
Jesus.
I'm
gone.
totally
I'm
fine.
convinced he'd be gone.
He'd be
No,
actually
I've-
dead and on the way to the hospital.
Oh, not
Like
that
half
bad.
of it.
No,
No,
I'd be.
trips a quarter
Oh,
of
yeah.
it, and just like, I'm totally fine. What are you talking about?
I'm-
Like, just starts slurring
fine.
words more than normal.
I-
Just like gets up, Brooks goes off, and walks to the bathroom.
While stream is on in the middle of the podcast.
Just like,
Sorry, guys.
uh,
At least it's not my main channel, so you know, like.
Yeah, of course.
oh,
Yeah.
Bye bye hardcore. Bye bye hardcore. We'll see you some other time. You know.
We'll just
He
rebrand next
turns
time.
off- He turns off
You
this
were
stream and then
dream
goes
pure.
to.
Go to
turns
my
off
channel
this
just to
stream,
do
goes
it.
to his channel. Yeah.
Har, you were a dream too pure. I'm so sorry. The dead.
Zoe, you have no room to talk, sir. No one needs to pray for me. I'm fine. All right, I'm
Hashtag
good.
pray for Devin. Can we
No.
start that? Hashtag pray for Devin.
No, we're not starting
Yeah.
that. Stop.
That's
I'm
a-
fine.
that's a new-
It's one time I've ended up naked on the
I'm
bathroom floor.
fine.
It's
I'm
the first
fine.
time I've
It's
ever
one
not
time.
remembered, like, truly remembered something either. Like, I kind of vaguely remember the Snapchat, but I had to be reminded of it. I don't remember any of that. Like,
Mm.
that's the first time it's legit gone. Like, that information from my brain no longer exists. Like, I kind of remember the Snapchat, you know, at the table with everyone, and, you know, I don't remember how I looked in the Snapchat, but I know it probably didn't look pretty.
I wish someone had screenshot that.
I
and
wish
just sent it
too.
to
Same.
everybody.
I would have saved that forever.
I would have saved
Really?
that. You know me, Dev. I would have definitely saved that if you had sent
Yeah, I
me
know
it.
you wake up by stripper poles. So, eh?
Whoa!
What?
I just woke up.
Sounds like
naked,
a
but
time I
still
want to hear about.
Anyways,
I don't know this story.
well, when he's on here, he can tell his story. But like, I don't know. I don't have a problem. All right, I know. Like, I choose to because one during Stardew, it makes me a little bit more entertaining. Because like, if I'm playing that without a little bit of something, I'm probably just gonna be non-talkative, boring. And I can admit that. Because drunk dev talks a lot more than normal dev. Doesn't
Normal
shut the
dev
fuck
talks
up.
a lot too.
No,
I know. No, trust me. Drunk dev talks
No,
way too much.
I think you talk about the same amount.
Really? I feel like I talk more.
No.
That's the booze
that's-
telling
There you
you.
go. There you go.
That's-
It's just the
that's-
blues playing tricks on your brain.
The
you know?
blues. The blues.
blues.
The blues.
The blues brothers.
I got them blues. The blues. Does anyone remember that mac and cheese commercial for the Kraft
No.
macaroni and cheese? I got the blues. It was about the the box is blue and the kids would be like, I got them blues as the parents are making the mac and cheese. Does
Was
no
that
one
Kraft?
remember that?
No.
No.
Oh, okay. Isn't that like a '90s thing? That's a '90s like the
Well,
'90s craft.
yeah.
Well, early 2000s, 90s, like
Okay, so I
Yeah,
was
it
gonna
was like
do.
3.
When was it? Okay. You like.
I
you took
got
the
them blues.
Are you gonna force everyone to listen to it?
So
Mac
Feels bad.
cheese.
that literally, I don't know if it's like an obsession.
Oh, it's a
but
1996 commercial, I think. Or
90s.
Oh, I wasn't even.
90s.
I wasn't even.
no, it's a
born yet.
2001. There's a 2001. Ah, it's so loud.
Jesus, so are you.
You knew this coming into this podcast.
Hold on.
I did know.
So I don't know if it's obsession.
There it is. It's
like-
the end of this. Okay,
Fuck.
found it. All right. I need
you
to figure out
gonna
a way to
play it?
send this to you guys. 'Cause if I hit
Discord.
this, well,
I
if
was
I
gonna
hit
say-
this, you guys get really small for a second.
Oh, okay.
But I'll do it anyways. Here, there it is. It says, "I got them blues" at the end of it.
Oh gosh.
So, like, go to like the
it's really
27.
loud.
Hold on.
I got the blues.
I got the blues. See, I'm not insane. My childhood existed.
I would love it if they weren't talking about mac and cheese. You know, the singer
See,
is great. I love
if-
her.
When it comes to mac and chease, I need homemade mac and cheese. I don't really care for box crap.
I'm the
Personally,
exact
I don't
opposite.
care. I really don't care.
I found your new intro, boy.
See, I am the exact opposite. I need to have boxed mac and cheese because I'm worried that if I have country style or whatever, it's gonna be the wrong kind of noodle. It ain't gonna taste right. The cheese isn't gonna be creamy and melted. It's gonna be like
You
in
obviously need to
strands.
try it though, because it's like that. Like,
It's so. good.
especially if you
I
got
don't
like the
care.
crispy top to it. Like, oh.
Well, no, see, I don't.
And then you got
want
like, if you got like
crispy mac and
kielbasa in the
cheese.
inside of it, like some grilled kielbasa on the inside.
Okay,
Oh my
I will say
god.
I do like Kraft mac and cheese with like broccoli and hot dogs in it. That's great.
That's like
Yeah.
childhood shit that I had.
Mhm.
Dude,
That's
some
like-
kielbasa is so great in mac and cheese. I'm not gonna lie.
Kielbasa?
Yeah,
Kielbasa,
I don't know
kielbasa.
that.
What,
Cal-
what the
Calabasa?
fuck is that?
Kielbasa is like spicy.
Whoa, what happened to
salsa.
Alex? She got really like.
I got really pasty.
You look like me for a second. Because I'm white as fuck.
Ah, I haven't left my
ha.
house in days.
Alright, there's a mac and cheese bar literally not too far from here, and I fucking love it. We went, me and Trey
It
went
is a
not
sausage,
too long
so it's
ago.
correct. It's a sausage.
We went not too long ago. Ooh. Oh, not too long ago, we also went to Luby's. That was his first time ever trying Luby's, and I swear to God, his face when he ate the
Wait,
food.
trying what?
Especially Luby's. Have you never had Luby's? Luby.
Luby's?
Holy shit!
Luby's sounds like a sex shop.
It does.
No.
Yeah, I have to agree. I have to agree.
Or either that or like a brakes place.
Yes,
or-
it's
No,
one of the two.
no,
It's either an
no,
automotive
no.
place or a sex shop.
No.
How about both?
It's
Ooh.
neither. It is
You're gonna do
neither. It is literally Homestead style cooking, like country food.
Why
Southern
Luby's? That's such a like.
I have no
That's such a
fucking
name
clue.
that would not
it
make
the
me think
owner's
country
name, or-
food.
I don't know. Honestly, I really don't know. But it's
Maybe it
fucking
lubricates
good.
your bowels.
I'm gonna need to step away from Luby's for a second. Just
What the fuck is in movies? Why are these underwear edible?
Yeah, that's their dessert tray. Is
Oh,
edible
man.
underwear. Which,
We
by
can
the
either
way,
keep
I
the
mean, if
lights
you're
on
into
or
it,
keep
you're
them off.
into it.
It's
But
your
like, I
preference.
could never do that. Like, I'm sorry.
never do what exactly.
Edible underwear?
What?
No.
Okay,
Oh,
edible
no,
underwear is
no.
disgusting because girls get a yeast infection or
No,
can
that's
get
just
a
like
yeast
if you do
infection.
anything with like sweet crap, like there's a
Sweet,
high
yeah.
chance you're
Chance.
gonna get fucked up
If
from
it
it.
goes anywhere around your vagina, it will.
Having
most
worked at a
likely get yeast
dispenser trying to
infection.
tell people that this massage oil that's strawberry scented is not a lubricant. Please don't use it as a lube.
Yeah.
And they're like, why? I'm like, well, if you must ask,
Well,
if
I
you
like
use
it
it, you
anyway.
could get a yeast infection.
That's,
Yeah,
I can't.
exactly.
Or for the guys, you can get like UTIs, you know, fun stuff like
Well,
that.
well,
Girls
Um,
can also get UTIs, but UTI,
Yeah.
yeast infection, those are not fun. I literally have an aunt who's a
Yeah.
gynecologist, and that's fucking horrifying. She'll literally fucking show me pictures of shit that she's seen at work, and I'm like, can you
What?
not
Your
show me pictures?
gynecologist shows you pictures of other people's vagina.
Not show me pictures. I'm sorry. She'll like show me online pictures.
like
She'll
he,
show me
Like, what
online
kind of
pictures.
gynecologist do you go to?
yeah, you go in there, she's like, and then we have this volunteer to show you a yeast infection.
Really?
We
Look
have
at the
Miss
smell.
Timothy over
Mm.
here.
Uh,
Oh my god, Alex just like
You know your elementary school
Not.
teacher? I hope I gave you nightmares.
Oh my god.
oh,
Bruh.
Not like this.
Anything but this!
My
That's
childhood.
a hilarious miscommunication saying that your gynecologist shows you pictures.
No, like you know, how, like sex ed, like they'll tell it, like show you pictures of
Oh,
disgusting
yeah,
ass
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
She'll literally do that to me. She like sex eds me, and I'm like, can you
Why?
not? I don't know. It's to scare the fuck out of me. It's just it.
I
did
mean,
scare
it's a
me,
good tactic
but it
to
did-
keep you from
but
doing
it didn't-
stupid shit
look,
like
okay,
that.
But it didn't stop me from not having sex. Let's all be honest.
Well, no,
No,
yo,
you-
well,
you
yeah,
just-
there's
it
that.
makes
But
I
I'm
I
more
didn't
saying
go
like
to
it's
a
gonna keep you from
gynecologist
getting.
until after I had sex.
I mean,
Because I mean, like,
Yeah, like
what had
same.
happened was, yeah, like same. No.
Mine always
Yes,
tells
Steph.
me that you have the wrong parts. Why do you keep coming here?
Well, no, it's just like for some reason, I don't know. No, I don't know
No,
if
it's
the
just,
if the
like,
law is same in
dead.
Nevada, but apparently in Arizona, then gynecologists can't give you like a well woman's checkup unless you are A, 21, or B, have been sexually active for 3 consecutive years. And it's
Whoa,
like,
what?
exactly!
That's so dangerous!
That's very dangerous. It's 3 years
Fucking
of
Arizona,
being
man. I'm so
sexually
glad I'm
active.
not in that state anymore. That state
I
is the
thought
most
that, like-
backwater fucking state
I
ever.
thought that like once you have your period, then you should start going for like checkups just to see if you
No.
have like cancer or
Blew
anything
myself
like
in
that.
the face.
But no,
Once you start being sexually active, you're supposed to go. Or once you start, if you're still not sexually active, once you turn like 18 and older, you should go regardless.
yeah, exactly. But see, the thing with Arizona is I went just for a well woman's visit, and they were all like, "We can't because you're not 21 and you haven't been sexually active for at least 3 years." And I was like, "Excuse me."
All right. Well,
Like, I could have like a STI or something by that time, like, bro. I don't know. It just seems real
wait,
bad.
what?
What?
Lisa in Kentucky, we can go into the vagina doctor. Go to the
What?
vagina doctor.
We could go into Dev.
Go
can
to.
go-
Sorry, go in. I mean, you can go into the doctor too if
Alright,
they
we're
if they're
going to the
consenting
vagina
adults as
doctor.
well. You can go
Everybody
into the
ready?
doctor if they're consenting adults as well.
I mean,
Ah.
and if they're off shift, because if they were on their shift, that would be very unprofessional. And how dare they?
Oh, what? The pornos lied?
No.
All
Oh,
pornos
you're
are
here for
lying.
a checkup?
Are all
always thought
pornos
that's
lying?
weird.
I thought they were serious. I thought if you go to a certain doctor that they'll.
Alex
know,
has been ordering pizzas for years, waiting for the right guy.
Oh man.
Sorry,
Surprise,
Trey.
surprise, Trey was actually wearing a pizza suit when he. No.
She's like trying to explain herself now.
The Fortnite tomato helmet
He's
and
like,
the
I made him wear it.
backpack.
I made him wear it. Okay.
No, the Fortnite like tomato helmet and like pizza backpack and like the pizza suit. That he's wearing that
Now we know what Alex
Oh
is
my
into.
God.
pizza fucking hard on.
Yeah.
She's into
Like,
fucking
completely.
tomatoes, you know? Tomato
You
head.
know that one?
No,
you know that one
surprise, I
card
hate
in
tomatoes.
Humanity that says like having sex on top of a pizza? That's just Alex's card.
So like,
That's some cheesy
new
sex
card.
right there.
Ooh. Oh, she's so embarrassed. I'm sorry, Alex.
no, it's not even embarrassed. It's, just
It's not
like,
embarrassment, it's that
die.
Dev made that bad joke right there, and I'm proud of it, so.
No, I'm so proud of his horrible. Horrible.
Oh, baby, I want your pepperoni.
Horrible joke. Man.
That's a little aggressive.
Oh
Man.
my God.
Where's your sausage?
But like,
Alright.
also
Trey.
other than the pizza boy, then there's also the pool boy, which I never understood. Why is
never
that a
understood that
sexualized
either.
thing?
Excuse me.
Bless you.
That
Wow.
extra sauce, bro. Oh.
Got a little extra protein in the sauce for you.
Oh.
Oh, nasty.
Oh god.
You're nasty and you need Jesus.
You know.
You need some Jesus.
It's the extra salty
My parents
sauce.
have stopped considering exorcism to save my wicked soul.
Oh my
This was the
God.
greatest idea ever. So anyway, anyone got any other topics they want to talk about before we end up back talking about porn pizza?
Pizza.
Look, porn pizza
Food-
is just the
food porn.
obvious topic that
Hold
we
on.
should be talking
Hold
about.
on.
It doesn't get discussed.
Hold on. I heard food
Okay.
porn.
Okay.
Oh god damn
Ooh,
it! Your
food porn.
fucking food
That's
porn
I
Discord.
love food porn. Just like show me pictures of delicious food.
Go to my
That is her
Discord.
Discord. That is her
Oh,
entire. That's her.
wait,
That is her
wait,
Discord's
wait.
reason of existence. Is food porn.
Okay, wait, Alex, send me it right now because
Hold on.
I love
Oh.
drooling over like tasty looking food. Okay, I don't like drooling over whatever the fuck Devin.
I just did it.
No.
I just did it.
I just burped
Alright.
again.
Alright.
I need to stop drinking
I
some
literally
Monster. I should
have
probably
a
stop.
section that says food porn, and it's.
I don't know why you make it not safe
Oh,
for
I
work
love
though.
Not safe for work food
It's
porn because
food
some
porn.
people get really excited. about-
They
Yeah.
create the extra
Like-
sauce pizza when they see it.
exactly. Devin, don't die.
I can't promise anything.
I just
One
thought
of you
it
guys
was
could be the
really
new
funny.
host. I've
Oh,
done my
that's
part.
fine. Alright.
You've done your part. What part
Later.
exactly was that?
Oh,
Starting
man.
it. Starting this
Okay.
monster.
I'm looking through
Yeah,
the food
food
porn
has to be-
section and I saw Dev's burger. I don't know, man. That doesn't look
So
like me.
okay, so hold on. I'm gonna. Go
I
to
like
the
making my
food porn
burgers with a
section.
shit ton of stuff on there. All right, so
I
like there's
see
there's
that.
extra
I
thick
see
bacon
that.
on there. There's 2 patties at the
Extra
minimum.
thick.
Yes, extra thick.
It is the 3 cheese, bacon, lettuce, and beef patties, all on a toasted bun.
Yes.
Okay, so it looks like a lot, and I personally would try it, but it's too big. I like burgers like
Well, what
Whataburger,
I do
where it's
is like
literally
so like the reason why it's so
flattened.
big is the bacon when it fries like that it curls a little bit. So like I don't push it down right away before if I'm gonna take a picture of it, I'm not gonna scrunch it. But once that burger is gonna be going in my mouth, it's like this. I push down, and then I take the biggest bite I can. Oh my god, it's so
That's
good. Because
alright,
like I
found my
I
section of
sear
the
my
food
burger.
porn
So like the
bun.
burger, if I'm doing them on the pan, on the frying pan, like I'm searing them. So like super crispy on the outside, super juicy
Yeah.
on the inside, and
Don't
it's
get
so
me
good.
wrong, it looks so fucking good, and I seriously want some.
I'm
Um,
looking at the watermelons right now and I'm just
But
Pass that as breakfast.
then my other breakfast, my breakfast I make was in there at least once, where I do the toast that I shred up, 3-ish eggs, a bunch of sausage, hot sauce, lemon pepper, and it's really good.
Dude, I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna. How about
I just
order
ate, so like
pizza?
I'm good.
I'm gonna order a pizza. Cause
Is it
just
Trey's extra sauce
ate.
pizza?
I just ate.
I'm sorry, you're setting it up. What do you
I'm
expect?
hungry.
No, I'm talking to her. She's talking about pizza. And I said extra sauce pizza. What does she expect me to say if she brings up pizza at this point? We've already been on this topic. Like, come on.
Sorry, I got defensive there.
What is everybody's pizza, like their perfect ideal pizza?
Oh shit, this is difficult.
I work
Okay,
at a pizza shop, so I have some weird ones.
Tell
No,
me.
me too.
Tell me.
I have
have some
two,
too.
but I'll let Blue go first.
All right, I really like buffalo pizza. So
That's good
use
pizza.
Ooh,
Buffalo,
that's good.
the buffalo sauce, but I really like barbecue chicken.
That's good.
Tomatoes, bacon.
No.
Y'all are
and use
losing me.
barbecue instead of the sauce.
Yeah.
It's so good.
So there's two pizzas I really like, and people are gonna
And
call
then I
me
like
blasphemy
pineapple on my
for them.
pizza. All right.
I like Hawaiian pizza. That's one of mine.
Trey likes Hawaiian pizza. I don't personally like it because I don't like mixing my sweet like pineapple with marinara sauce. Besides
Okay,
that,
but the sweet and the salty mixing together is so good, which is why I love salted caramel. Do you like salted caramel?
No.
it depends.
Fair.
It very depends.
Or peanuts with chocolate. Those kind of
I
things.
don't like
You
peanuts.
know what salty sweet combination I like? I like putting cheese and hot chocolate. It's called Colombian hot chocolate, and it is delicious.
I'm sorry, cheese and hot chocolate.
I'll have to try that
you
sometime.
okay,
But-
you put like a small block of cheese, like a cheese that melts really well at the bottom of your mug, and then you
So,
pour
like
the hot chocolate
Velveeta?
over it. Yeah, probably. But like, and then you pour the hot chocolate over it, and you like scrape it out with a spoon, and it's just this juicy, just like
I'll have to try that
deliciousness.
sometime.
It's
Okay, so I'm a fan of cheese and I'm a fan of chocolate. I would try it. Also, on my birthday, I'm gonna end up going. We're gonna dress. Me and Trey are gonna dress all in '90s clothes. We're like a shit ton of '90s shit. Like listen to the '90s hits and go down to this fondue place. What is it?
I've
I
never
don't
had
remember what it's
fondue.
called. It is so fucking
So
good.
good.
but
Okay,
Dude, I have
no,
one.
I have another
So
pizza I need
easy
to
to
explain to
make.
you guys though.
I'm not
There's another
going
pizza I need to
anywhere.
explain still
I'm
though.
going.
There's
I'm
the
going.
other
Look,
pizza
Okay, so
is called a Wenatchee. So
what is a
What's a
Wenatchee?
Wenatchee?
So Wenatchee, Washington is known for being like the apple capital of Washington. Like it's where the most apples are produced. I
put
believe. if I'm
apples on
correct.
pizza.
Let me explain it.
Okay.
So it's an apple and bacon pizza, which you would think. So my dad is not a huge Hawaiian fan, right? Hawaiian pizza fan. He doesn't really care for it. He tried this one time and he's like, Dev, you're gonna love this pizza because even I like it. It's an apple with bacon on regular pizza sauce and all that, but it's surprisingly good, and it can be made
I'd
even better.
Try it.
It's at this place called the Saddle Rock. I believe it's called the Saddle Rock. I'm gonna go there again when I get down there. It's Saddle Rock Bar. And they make they do pizzas and drinks. Is essentially what they do. Like you go in, you get like a calzone, a big pizza for you and your table, all that kind of shit. Like it's awesome. And drinks. So like, I go there with my dad, and we get a drink and a pizza, and we just split it. We always get a Wenatchee when we go there too, because like, stupid good. Like I was hesitant at about first, and even I like the Hawaiian pizza, so I'm like, but it's apple. You never think about apple on a pizza. It doesn't seem right, but it works, and it's weird, but delicious.
I would try it. I would try it.
But someone
But-
suggested putting barbecue sauce instead of regular sauce on that, which also sounds really good.
Okay, I
Okay,
can't try
yeah.
the thin crust. I really don't like it. I'd rather
I
have like
love-
thick ass.
I have to go with Alex on that, like some sort of
Yeah.
crust, or
That or,
Chicago
like, or
stuffed crust.
Oh my
Chicago
God,
stuffed crust
yes!
from Papa
Stuffed
Murphy's.
crust
Were you
is
saying how you-
so good?
Did you say that you don't like thin crust? Is
I
that-
don't like thin crust.
I
I'm not a
would
big
prefer
fan of
not
it.
to have thin crust. If it's on thin
Yeah.
crust already, like I'll eat it. Like it's crispier.
Yeah.
It's kind of like eating it on a cracker.
Yes, that
Yeah,
is
I don't
exactly
know
how I
about
kind of imagine
that.
it. It's very
Man,
crunchy.
see, my whole thing is that I prefer thin crust now because I'm a small person, okay? Like, I have a black hole for a stomach, but like, I don't know. There's just too much bread, and I swell up so much, and I just rather have all the contents on top of the pizza
That's fair.
rather than all that bread. So
So a
that's
thin
just me.
crust works.
Yeah.
Well, that's
And then I can
another
eat
pizza
more.
that I really like. I like that's kind of a thinner crust is the New York style, the one that like
Mhm.
is super greasy and super bendy and like perfect
Oh.
for. Oh my god! Like if you like a greasy pizza is underappreciated, honestly. Like if you.
Oh no.
It depends on where you get it because greasy is sometimes really disgusting.
Greasy upsets my stomach. I have a
I
really
prefer
sensitive
Depends
greasy
on the
pizza.
style as well. Like pan pizza usually like absorbs a lot of the grease, but if you do like a New York style, then you're gonna be getting a lot.
See, my
of
problem though
grease.
is when you see that person who buys a pizza that's like a New York style and starts dabbing it with the napkin, like in Along Came Polly. That's the movie that happens in, right? The dude does that. Like,
It
why?
happens.
You're ordering a pizza that is notorious for grease. It's part of the process, and you're taking time to dab a napkin across your pizza? Like, I don't get that. I've never understood that.
I'm not gonna lie, I did that when I was younger because I didn't know what New York style pizza was infamous for, and it's like all that grease, and then like I got older, and I'm just like, oh shit, it's New York style pizza. Kind of, defeats the point? If not, then get another pizza.
I love greasy pizza. I don't know. Well, it's like I like greasy burgers too. Like I like terrible food. Okay.
You know what I really, really, really have been craving for the longest time? It's just steak. I don't know why.
Right. I've been craving sushi.
That
Sushi
too.
sounds so good right
I
now.
love
Sushi sounds really good. And what sucks is Trey is I can't go because Trey doesn't like sushi that much. Like he'll try it because at the places he's tried, he got sick.
Bruh,
Okay, that's
I'm
just the
allergic
place you're
to
going,
I'm allergic to shellfish. Well, okay.
Oh yeah.
In like
My dad's the same way,
specifically,
and there's certain
I'm
ones that you're not,
allergic
right?
To, yeah, it's I think it's crustaceans. It's like crab and lobster and shrimp. So
Like
I
my
can't have
dad,
any
he's
of
allergic
that,
to all but
but I
crab.
can have like.
So like I
Oh,
understand.
see, I can have mollusks, which is like clams and
Yes.
mussels and stuff like that. So I'm fine.
Well, he's
But,
good with mollusks too, but the only like shellfish he can't have or can have is crab. It's really weird. Like I've never understood.
That's very strange.
Right?
Yeah, I don't really understand that. But I don't know. That I guess there's exceptions to everything.
No, she is
But-
not.
Wait, did
I
all of
mean-
you talk about your pizza preferences except for me?
We might
I
have.
didn't
Did you
either.
not?
I actually didn't. I didn't.
Oh, you guys didn't
And
either.
that's-
We
I
probably
asked a
veered by
question.
accident. That's my bad, or not my bad, but that's our group bad. Whoops.
Yeah. Ooh.
Look at us being
Oh,
professionals.
Did you want to go first, Alex?
I personally don't have a favorite pizza. I will just go look. I like pizza too much that I don't really have favorites.
That's fair.
I will go plain cheese. I will go pepperoni.
I cannot
I'll
eat
go-
plain cheese pizza.
I will go meat lovers pizza because that's kind of like the
Mm.
go-to where everyone's just like, let's get meat lovers, and I'm just like,
If it's a
yeah,
group,
I'm
it's meat
down.
lovers. Okay,
Yeah,
I had a
I'm
problem.
down.
Not to veer off the topic real quick. There was this group that I used to hang out with a lot that would only order three cheese pizzas
Well,
with cheese crust. I can't
I
do
don't
that.
really mind.
I
don't
need
really
some
mind
sustenance
that.
on my pizza.
I don't really mind that.
Cheese. Well, I
I
can't
really don't mind that. I could eat cheese pizza. I really don't mind that.
I can't. There's just nothing to it. It's too bland.
Give me more than just one cheese, and fuck yeah.
oh man, one of my favorite pizzas is actually at Papa Murphy's, and it's
Papa Murphy's is
Tuscan
unhealthy.
chicken,
Mm.
and it's like they put cilantro on it. There's tomatoes, there's onion, and there's spinach, and it's just like chicken. And then it's so good. That's like
Like,
one of my
I'll eat-
favorites.
I'll eat anything that doesn't have onions, tomatoes, or pineapple that's on the pizza. Everything else is
What?
perfectly fine.
I
I'll
can't do
literally
onions.
eat-
Tomatoes and onions. I love them so much.
I can't.
Oh,
I
grilled
hate
onions on a
tomatoes.
burger are the greatest thing ever.
Oh my
I
god, yeah.
hate onions. I
How?
hate
I
tomatoes.
love onions. I can't cook anything
Yo, I love
without
like see.
garlic.
I'm from
Well,
a state
unless
that
it's a
literally
dessert.
has an onion named after a city in the state called the Walla Walla Sweet. It's from Walla Walla,
Mhm.
Washington. Same with like
Okay.
my
Walla
I
walla
love
walla walla.
Walla Walla Walla. Walla Walla Washington's like sweet onions are notorious. Like if you're buying a sweet onion, there's a good chance you're gonna buy a Walla Walla sweet too, and it's so good. Like frying one of those up, oh my god! And they're great for caramelizing as well. Like oh my god, is try hard. I'm better at pizza. Well, see, Papa Murphy's, if you don't have time to make a pizza, makes the pizza for you.
Exactly.
And two, their Chicago stuffed crust is delicious. It's underappreciated. It's this giant pizza that's like, it doesn't look like it has a lot on it, right? It doesn't have a lot on it. It's like the cheese on top, right? But inside there's salami, pepperoni, freaking, what's the one with the P? Not pepperoni, but the other one, pastrami. It's got onions and like, it's like an Italian, like stuffed crust pizza, but it's a Chicago stuffed crust, and it's so good. And it's got sausage, like chunks of sausage in there. It's just delicious.
Sausage and ham on pizza is so underappreciated.
It is.
I'm just like, it makes me so sad. I love sausage and ham. I love ham actually.
All right, so I have a question then related to food, since we're on like a food topic. Thoughts on blue cheese?
I actually don't mind it.
I like blue cheese if it's like melted on a burger. But if it's like the blue cheese sauce, then I'm like,
Okay.
I actually do not mind it. You know why? Because my mom actually likes blue cheese, and I had to like when we would go like to wing places, like Wingstop, she'd always get blue cheese, and I'm like, all right, why not? I always thought like if I didn't really care. I personally didn't really care.
Get blue cheese away.
I love blue cheese personally. Like I'm the kind of idiot who like I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm putting blue cheese on this thing. I'll just try it. You know, I'll just see how how it tastes again. And then I will be sitting there like with a jar of blue cheese, like.
I really don't mind, and I know people are really fucking grossed out by that.
I don't know why.
It doesn't taste bad.
It's too good. It's stupid. Like today, I'll be honest. I bought 2 things of blue cheese crumbles. I finished one today.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
It's too good.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the blue cheese like sauce, but I do love the crumbles.
The crumbles are great. The blue cheese is great. Like it's my go-to. Like salads, dressing, and like the bacon and blue. If that's on your menu at a restaurant, no, I'm buying it first. That's my first thing I'm trying at any restaurant. Unless you're a Mexican restaurant, and then I'm trying your chimichanga. Like it's chimichanga, bacon and blue.
I want to eat fucking Mexican food so bad, and I'm probably gonna eat that tomorrow because my mom is like having home cooked food, and I want like Mexican because guess what? I'm Mexican. So.
I had no idea. What?
I had no idea.
That's news.
Wait, did you know that everyone at my work thought I was white for the longest time?
How?
And then
People always think I'm
I have no
Asian.
fucking clue. They all thought I was white until like her customer walked up to the front, couldn't say like certain words in like English, and I spoke in Spanish to help her, and she's like, sí, esto, and I'm like, oh fuck, and they're like all looking at me when I turn around, and I'm just like, what? And they're like,
I love how you said, oh fuck, like they figured out your.
Oh no, she's Spanish.
Oh my god, I'm Hispanic.
Now we need to pay her more. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, like that's the funny thing. Like
in the should.
In the town, in a little put-out town named Kingman, like you can't tell who isn't and is Hispanic in that town. Like, because like there's a lot of light-skinned Hispanic people in that town because
my cousin's light-skinned Hispanic.
Yeah, like you have some Latin descent in you. We both know this guy Jordan. He looks nothing like our friend Elias. Elias Senna is a big dude who's just like white looking, but he's not. Like, exactly. At all. Like if you meet his family, God, are they Hispanic? And his mom makes the best goddamn chicken enchilada casserole. If I'm in town and she's making that, it's like, oh my god, oh my god.
Good.
My ex said that enchiladas aren't true enchiladas if they have chicken in them or meat in them.
How dare they?
Well, she's fucking stupid.
Same with quesadillas. She said that if a quesadilla isn't just cheese, it's not a true quesadilla.
We have chicken quesadillas at work, and they're fucking amazing.
Well, like that was the thing. Like she's like, no, like a true Mexican family wouldn't have chicken in their enchiladas or quesadillas. And I'm like,
is she Mexican?
No, she's not.
Well, then she has no place to say.
That's the thing. Like you knew of me growing up. Like I hung out with a lot of Hispanic families, and I'm like, I will dispute you on this so hard, given the fact of the people I grew up with. They make chicken enchilada casserole all the goddamn time,
And it's so fucking
it's so good. Especially with
so
verde
good.
sauce. Verde sauce, if you're gonna have a chicken enchilada casserole, I think is the go-to personally.
I personally prefer the red enchilada sauce.
That's
but
fair.
just me.
I like verde.
I don't know. I'm always like mixed because at some restaurants it's too hot. The verde is too hot. At other restaurants it's literally just water.
Well,
Yeah,
see,
I'm
like I do
like-
like going to some places and getting like pico de gallo and then doing some verde.
I don't like pico de gallo.
What?
I
How did pico
I
de gallo?
love pico de
don't
gallo.
like pico de gallo because I do not like onions and tomatoes.
Okay, that's
literally-
fair,
Oh,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just that's fair.
Yeah, so
Like there was this little like kind of what you would expect like a truck kind of food at the mall that I worked at. And like I would go get the chicken nachos that they had there, which would be like chunks of chicken and stuff like that, and then I'd get I'd grab pico de gallo, lime, some verde sauce, and some cilantro, and just throw it all on there. Cause like, yes. Like,
Blue, are you okay? You keeping in there?
are you playing Stardew right now? You're muted.
Oh, you're muted.
I'm muted. Oh,
Yeah.
my bad. I was muted. I was talking. No, I'm just
Oh,
tired.
Fair.
I stayed up pretty late last night, and I only got.
I
like
wonder
2
what
hours.
we were doing. You were up late last night? What? No.
No.
What?
I don't do that. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't stay up late.
What were you doing? Were you playing a farm sim or
What
some
are you
shit?
talking about?
What are you talking
It's not like we played,
about?
you know, freaking with. It's not like Drunk Dev was like one more day at the end of that fucking stream.
Good stuff
Nice.
just kept happening.
It did. Like it rained, and I was like, I could finally finish this stupid thing in the stupid community center. Anyways, but no, like, I like goddamn chimichangas are my favorite goddamn food. Like one of my favorites. Like, I don't know why, but like a fried burrito is the greatest concept
my
ever.
favorite thing to do is make the casserole like you were talking about earlier.
No,
Except
chicken.
mine is more enchilada
Soon.
sauce oriented.
TM.
So what I do is I put enchilada sauce in it, and then a layer of beans, a layer of cheese, and then a layer of ground beef, and then sour cream or whatever. And then you keep on making layers and layers and layers of it,
Hell
and then you
yeah.
bake it for about 45 minutes, and it comes out amazing.
That sounds good.
That
That
sounds
sounds
so
good.
fucking
sounds
good.
pretty damn
I
good.
want food so
You know what I
bad.
want to make? So once I'm back in
What?
Washington, I'm gonna make sure I learn this recipe like perfectly. Is my dad's like famous clam chowder recipe? It is like amongst friends, even, and she can contest. Jordan, our friend, does not like fish. He
Yeah.
loves this chowder. So like, it's clam chowder with a bunch of potatoes. Like we nicknamed one of the batches we made once called the 12th man batch, which everything was divisible by 12 or 12 in some way for like the Super Bowl that year, because the Seahawks were in it. So like 12th man batch. It is so fucking good. Like I want to learn how to make that just so I can be like, this is the legendary chowder. So to like all my friends and stuff
Passed
like that.
down from generations.
It is pretty much. Well, like, and then he also has a really good chili that I want to learn, a turkey chili that he does after Thanksgiving every year. But some of the stuff that I've learned how to cook just on my own, like I learned how to do kebabs on my own. Like I do a Caribbean jerk chicken with a teriyaki steak kebab.
Oh,
Yes,
I really
it's
need to
so
learn how
sounds
to
good.
cook.
great.
I'm like trying to learn how to cook.
I
and I-
It takes
love
time. And then I also can do hams and my mom's sweet potato casserole, which
Steamed
is
hams.
steamed hams.
Oh, I'm just
Good
thinking
eating
about...
challenge to do on the road trip. Preferably, maybe. I don't want to die on our road trip though. Like I don't want us to be in food coma the last 6 hours of that
Yeah.
drive.
That's a really good idea.
I don't want someone
Okay.
passing out at the wheel and then
Yeah, we need like a designated driver for that, and then like
yeah,
everyone in the back
designated
and, like, on the-
non-eating driver.
Well, like me,
Driver,
because
yeah.
me and Zoe's plan. We're driving from Seattle to San Jose for TwitchCon this year.
Ooh.
which is going to be a 13-hour drive. We're making a stop in Portland to see one of our friends. And then we'll probably stop somewhere just before San Jose and see Steven, because he's just along the way pretty much. And then we'll end up in San Jose. Yeah, and sweet potato. Sweet potatoes are underrated, in my opinion, especially sweet potato fries.
Is this really bad? I don't think I've ever tried sweet potato.
Really?
I
like sweet potato.
I haven't
fries,
tried sweet
but-
potato. I haven't tried gumbo.
Sweet
I haven't
potatoes are
tried.
really good.
I didn't
You haven't
try
tried gumbo?
Is so
I
fucking
live
good.
in Texas, and I haven't tried gumbo.
Look, I've had gumbo and it makes me break out so bad because I'm allergic.
That's
But
because there's shrimp
it's
in
so,
it, isn't there?
it's so
Yeah, there's-
yes, but I don't care because it's so fucking good.
Well, it depends on the
I
gumbo you
love
make
them.
too. You don't have to have shrimp in the gumbo, depending on what type you have.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like what my go-to can of like chunkies. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this isn't true gumbo, but like it's knockoff gumbo, we'll call it. But I always get like the grilled sausage and chicken gumbo if I'm buying a can of chunky soup, because like it's just good, you know. Like there's just like gumbo has so much flavor to it, like depending on what style you do with it.
I don't know.
Funny
I
enough, I don't
actually
like
had a-
yams. I like sweet potatoes though. It's weird. Like
I
they're the
had
same thing
a-
pretty much.
A gumbo type thing at I went to the Blue Bayou in Disneyland. And,
Blue one's a bayou?
Huh? Oh.
Bad
No, I keep forgetting
Continue.
your
God damn it.
No,
Continue.
but I went there and for like one of the appetizers that they just bring out with your meal is like a vegan gumbo. It sounds really strange, but it was honestly the best tasting thing I'd ever had. And it better have been because it was like $150.
Holy
So,
shit!
like, well, it's a place where you need to make a reservation. Doesn't help that it's in Disneyland. Like you have to
Well,
already
see,
be.
I want to try. If I go to one of them, I want to do like the around the world
Yeah,
drinking
is
thing.
that the one on the water?
Yes,
Is
I
that
would do
like
that.
the Pirates of the Caribbean?
21.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. It's so
I've
it's
eaten
so
there.
good.
It's really good.
We need to go.
I've
like,
never
when
been
I
to
turn
Disneyland or
21
Disney
and just
World.
like go to all the like the around the world drinking shit. I would totally be down for that.
I've only been to one
World?
amusement park
Which one?
place. Oh, Six Flags Magic Mountain. Which is
Oh,
I'd love to
fantastic.
go to. I've
I
never
live-
been.
I've never been either. And hello, it's like I could go.
I've
a
never
day's
been to
trip.
Disneyland, Disney World, or either Universal Studio.
I've been to Disney
I
World.
went to
it is-
Universal Studios and Disneyland, and that's it.
Senior
I
trip.
went to Disney
I-
World and Universal Studios.
I didn't go senior trip.
Oh,
They're
I thought that like
literally
that's
great.
that's usually what the senior trip does. So I was like, senior trip. That was my call.
Oh no,
So-
my last 2 years of high school, I was homeschooled.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So we have a Six Flags here where I live. So I.
Oh, is there one over
I mean, here
Mhm.
too, but
I've-
I haven't been.
I've been to
I
Hershey
don't know
Park
why.
there? Oh, you've been to Hershey
I don't-
Park?
in Hershey, Pennsylvania. It has like one of the fastest roller coasters in the world. It's really cool. I've been to both Disney World and Disneyland.
You've been to
and
both
I've been
Universals?
and then I've been to both Universals as well.
I want to go.
Holy
Okay, Tom,
cow.
I need to get my
I'm
wand
gonna-
and my Gryffindor robes. Still.
Is this, hold on. Is this bad that I
And then-
actually
and then also
am
I've-
ditching?
and then
I'm
also
ditching
the
everyone at Twitch to go to Universal again, but with this time with Trey because he hasn't been.
it's fun. No, it's a good experience.
Dev.
So and
What?
TwitchCon happens every year too. So
Oh wow.
I don't have a
Really
wand.
follow-
Well, I have a wand, but it's a shitty wand that. Well, it's not a shitty wand. It's just a wand that has bad memories with it.
This one is the
Um,
one that you can go to. I got this one.
I know it's one of the
at
ones that go to Universal. It does cool shit. Yeah. Okay.
The
It's
only
not-
one that I have is for my witchy shit, and it has a crystal on the end.
Ooh.
This one
fancy.
has like the little.
Wait, what are you, Stoe? Yeah, I'm Gryffindor. Alex is
I'm
Gryffindor
a
too.
Gryffindor. Trey's a Gryffindor.
It's because I
can't
exemplify.
remember what
If
mine
I'm not a
is.
Gryffindor, I've only had one test not come back Gryffindor, and it was Ravenclaw. So I'm just a smart, courageous person.
I did the test once. I don't really like her.
I'm literally gonna take. I'm gonna.
You're a
I got
Slytherin or a
Ravenclaw.
Hufflepuff. Stoe's either a Slytherin or a Hufflepuff. That's my guess.
Oh no, I
We
got
all need
Ravenclaw.
to. We all need to like take the test again. I've already done it twice.
You
I
were
know
there
for
when I
sure
took
I'm
it last
Gryffindor.
time. I'm Gryffindor.
Yeah, I was there. Everyone who hasn't done it should try it.
It's cool.
Hi, Bree.
Pottermore. What's up, Bree?
Uh,
Hey.
but HarHar has changed in like the longest time because when I used to take it, it only had like the house like quiz, like wherever you're gonna be, what house you're gonna be placed in. Now it has like your.
Figured you'd be a Slytherin.
It has your wand, your what else did it had? Your Patronus.
Yes, add your Patronus, your wand, your house.
Your
For
house
both
from
houses, America and here. Patronus, wand.
I
that.
actually haven't seen Fantastic Beasts.
Neither have I.
I think my Patronus ended up being like a deer.
Well, I mean, me and Steven are debating on doing Fantastic Beasts for our solo movie night, so
I own it. We could watch it.
you have the digital?
I own a DVD.
That's gonna help everybody.
DVD.
We could see about renting it, so we could do that.
I'll probably rent it because I already have it. So
I have it on a floppy disk, guys.
Oh,
I have
oh
it.
wow! You could just
Whoa.
burn that to anything there, right there. You're Hufflepuff, Bree.
Too bad I couldn't even hold it.
Wait,
It
Blue,
couldn't
what
even
house are
hold it
you?
5
it
seconds.
is so.
What house are you,
Bree,
Blue?
I'm sorry, but that's so you.
Hufflepuff.
Okay.
No, that can't be true.
I see it. I see it.
Yes,
So we
we're
have. Do we
Hufflepuff.
have any true Ravenclaws then? Because like Chasing's a Slytherin who
I've-
used to be a Ravenclaw. I'm a.
You're a Ravenclaw.
I've only taken it once, and I was a Raven.
Oh, okay. So we have all the houses. Like, so we got 2
Okay.
Hufflepuffs, a Ravenclaw, a few Slytherins, and a couple Gryffindors. All right. So like, it's kind of an even distribution. Whoa, that's a lot of light.
Let there be light.
See, I forgot to fucking plug in my battery after last night's stream. I'm an idiot. Like, damn it. I feel so like in the shadows almost, but not really. Like, half
I'm
my
in the
face,
shadows.
like you don't see the part of my face that's lit up because the lights are right there, and it sucks.
I have twinkly
Slytherin
lights
is not
in my
best
room.
house. All houses are great. Like, don't try to be better than anyone else.
Soy is definitely
Slytherins are the
Slytherin.
edgelords.
He
That's
is
the
literally,
Slytherin motto.
he literally has all the characteristics of Slytherin. Literally.
Oh,
right
I
there,
know he
it
does.
says Slytherin is the best house. Right there.
It's
Right there.
that road trip. One of us is going to like lose our shit, if not both of us, at the other one, because it's gonna be
Watch out.
karaoke car pretty much
Powder
the entire
inside
trip.
The cupcakes, so
Oh,
you
I
better
love
not eat them.
karaoke.
Oh, it's gonna be like me and Zoe are gonna be doing karaoke in the car. Like it's gonna be a lot of fun.
I always do karaoke in the car. That's
Well, yeah,
right
I always
away.
do karaoke in the car too, but like it's gonna be 2 of us just yelling our fucking lungs off.
Yes. That is how
There's gonna
me
be a
and
lot of
Trey-
Snapchats. There's gonna be a couple. There's gonna be a couple streams from the car. I'm gonna be recording my vlog for the trip, like starting from that point. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be definitely an interesting trip all around.
I will not be going to that because I'm going to Disney World again.
Well, and then also you're going to
hell
Seattle,
yeah.
so yo, what's up,
I'm going
Haz?
to Seattle. Like I'm gonna try to go to
Dev
Seattle.
house, yo, yeah, House Dev is the best house. I agree with Haz right there.
Oh
Can
wow.
we just?
Yikes. Can
Haz,
I
can you
not
just-
be drafted into that house, please?
Me either.
You're all automatically here. Welcome to Dev House.
Ew. No.
Yikes.
Ouch! Ew! Wow! Fuck!
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. It just came out.
Me and Zoe have been playing a road trip since like way back at PAX South for TwitchCon. Like the entire this entire time we've been planning me and his road trip from Seattle to San Jose. It'll be a fun one. Like it's definitely gonna be interesting. Not the gumdrop button.
I literally, just before,
You keep
like,
dropping your candy?
just before we started the stream, I dropped all those Mike and Ike's. I literally, like, I don't know what's up with me.
You just got the butterfingers. Sorry.
Oh my god, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
She's just as bad as you, Dev.
I know.
So sad. It's sad.
Oh, boy.
Puns are the greatest. Anyways,
Yeah.
but no, like it. So we have a diverse amount of houses. Like I've only ever been to a Six Flags. I've never been anywhere else. Like I've never been to a different amusement park.
I say, we
Unless you
can't,
count like, do you
everybody.
count those really cheap ones like down in Phoenix as one? Like,
Are you talking like Alpine Slide kind of territory?
they're like it's just like really small things. Like their roller coaster is like one of
Like
those.
it goes like this, and
What,
Yeah.
you mean like the county fair?
Oh, county fair doesn't count for shit. You're gonna die at one of those. Like, especially the Kingman County Fair. That shit is going to
yeah.
kill someone one of these times.
rodeo.
Oh my god, okay, every single year, the zipper gets shut down
because something
they have
happens.
some sort of technical difficulty. And it's like, bruh, why don't you just get a new
I've
one?
never been on that zipper, and I never will. Like, everyone's like, get on the zipper, Dev. I'm like, no, I don't feel like dying, because every year that shuts down at least for 5 hours during one of the days because something is fucked up on it. Like, hell no.
Exactly. And if it's like 100 degrees outside and you're stuck at the top of that and you need to wait 5 hours
Oh,
for them
fuck
to sit,
that.
hell no. Yeah, so
No, fuck that noise.
I wouldn't
That
take my
shit's-
chances on the zipper.
Like, I don't like going to that fair at all. Like, the last time I went there was like 5
It's
years
such
ago.
a fucking robbery.
Oh, and the other
Like,
problem
they
too is it's
fucking-
covered. Like, most fairs have like a grass yard lot that they're on, right? This is just dirt. So the entire
Dirt.
time you're there, you're getting this layer of sweat and dirt all over you. You go home to take
Yeah.
your shower, it's just the water hits you, and the bottom of your shower becomes brown.
Oh no,
like-
and you absolutely
is
have to
happening?
like blow your nose as soon as you get home.
Yes.
You don't like you have like snot or anything, blow your nose and there'll just be brown. It's awful. It's disgusting, really. But like honestly, if you blow your nose afterwards, it'll save you probably from getting sick.
Oh yeah, no.
So-
Like, if you don't blow your nose after that fucking fair, because you're breathing in so much goddamn dirt. Like,
Ugh.
it's so bad. That fair is so bad for the health of and well-being of the town.
Yeah, and
Um,
not to mention, like, for all that you go through just to like have some really junk food and then like go on a few rides, you have to pay for an all-day pass. The price is now $40, not including the $10 entry fee just
Yeah.
to get in the gates.
It's $40 just so you can ride all the rides that you want to ride for the day.
And
Yeah.
so it is for the
Oh, and then
rodeo too.
they still have like this one ride. They brought in this new ride where even if you have an all-day pass, you still need 6 tokens in order to ride it. So they're even like conning you out of more money. And it's
Sounds
just,
like the Kingman County Fair though. Like, that thing has
It's
been a
so
sham for
awful.
years. Like, it, like, every year that I would go to it after like from middle school to my last time doing it like mid high school, it was just like, this is such, one, it's getting more expensive and there's nothing to do.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
that'd be funny. We got one of each of the houses. Blue, you in? You want to be our
What?
someone want to be our Blue or Bree want to be the Hufflepuff for the car trip?
Oh no,
God.
isn't Blue Hufflepuff?
Good.
Yeah,
Didn't he-
Blue or Bree for the Hufflepuff part of the road trip. And then we just need a Ravenclaw. But like, no,
Count me out.
I don't know. Like, it's just, I don't know. Like, that fucking fair, like county fairs, like I've seen from other places. Like, I went to the Idaho State Fair, when I went up
Yeah.
for the eclipse. That thing was rad. Like, how they had everything set up. It was really good.
Yeah.
It wasn't covered in dirt. It was the first time I went to like a fair at like a city or something like that. That I was like, oh, this isn't. I'm not. What? I'm clean after everything. Like,
I went to one in Tucson and it was $25 for an all-day pass and it was absolutely amazing. And it was just like they had a whole bunch of rides, then you could go on whatever rides you wanted. There weren't these stupid scams where they were like, "Oh, you have the all-day pass, but you still need to pay for these tokens to ride this." Like, I don't know. It was just lovely. It was on grass and like it was cheap and they had way more stuff to do. But
Right,
I
no,
think
like-
here
it's so,
Okay, let me tell you my theory. I think that because Kingman is such a small town, they know that we don't have a lot of entertainment here, and so they know that we're willing to pay a lot
well,
of
the other
money
problem
just
too is it's
for-
the Mojave County Fair. Like, all of Mojave is there. So you got Bullhead, Lake Havasu City, which are the only other two nameable cities really there. To be honest.
Yeah.
If you name another city in that area, no one will know what it is, like Chloride or something. Like,
Chloride is every time I drive by Chloride, I have such bad allergy.
oh, it's terrible there.
Yeah.
But like, no one knows what's in Mojave County. It's just desert. That is all
Yeah.
Arizona is. There is nothing in Arizona
Mm.
at all. Like,
I
it's
tell people I live in the desert, and people are like, "Oh, like dunes and like," and I'm like, "No, that would be awesome, but it's just like dry,
it's just
and
dry
there's
dirt.
and
Like,
rock."
people who tell you a dry heat is good are fucking
no.
lying.
It's like a convection oven.
It is. Because, like, the problem
Yeah.
is, like, so in a humid heat, at least when you get a breeze, it's cold, you know? You're getting a
Yeah.
cool breeze. everywhere I've been that's humid then during the summer.
Have you been to fucking Texas? It's
I've been to
horrible.
California where it's humid.
hot.
Michigan,
I like it.
during the summer, it gets really hot and humid.
Come here. Well, you went to San Antonio, but the San Antonio was cold.
Yeah,
You
well,
need
no,
to
my
come-
thing is like you get a cool breeze if you have some humidity because the water can keep the air a little bit cooler. The problem is in Arizona, a place like that, people do things like create swamp coolers and stuff like that. Because like the air, if it's getting a breeze, is just hot air hitting you. And the problem, if
So
you have
is
something in my
your-
house, we had a swamp cooler, which means that essentially what it does, instead of an air conditioner pushing just cold air through the house, right? It pushes cold, wet air through the house. So it uses less, less electricity to do it. Problem with that is once monsoon season starts, where it's just hot and then it gets humid, all that wet air is already hot as it's getting pushed through the house because it's not catching any cold moisture. It's already hot, moistured air going through the system, blowing through your house. It's yes. I don't know. I went off on a rant because I hate the desert so much. I can't wait to get
I
out of
was
here.
like,
Yeah,
is
I hate
this
it
science
too.
class? Did I not? Did I sign up for?
Yeah, you signed.
Did
Welcome
I-
to Science with
did I-
Dorky Dev.
Did we
Yeah.
sign up for all this shit? Are we gonna learn anatomy?
Hey,
All right, guys,
that's,
let's
that's
time
next
for
class.
AP Bio.
Do I have to bring a
Ooh.
waiver to my
How
parents?
about I do
saying that it's okay?
what is it?
Find your words.
Phys ed? No, what is it? I literally just said it not too long ago.
Sex ed?
Sex ed. What is it?
Oh, can I help co-host that? No. Can I help teach your class?
Alright, so we're doing
Welcome to Anime with
my
Alex.
guys,
It
this
is
is a
hosts Sex Ed with
Sex
Alex.
ed with Alex and
Jurie.
Nice.
Okay, guys, no laughing with the entire time.
That's not happening.
Yeah, let's all be adults and talk about sex and not giggle like little children.
Sex Ed.
I can't-
God, I
Alright,
fucking
Sex Ed.
hate high schoolers sometimes. Like, I remember in high school when I did, the
I got
your
taught
health
this when I
class.
was in like 4th
Hey.
grade.
Well, okay, but you go into more detail, like
Fifth
STIs and shit like that in high school.
Hey.
At least in my health class.
Yeah.
Did they ever bring in like
The banana and the condom, are you gonna say
that
it?
or
No.
sex toys?
No.
I never
Oh,
saw
they
either of
they never brought in sex toys.
Arizona teaching someone how to put on a condom? You're funny.
Yeah.
They never. Okay, so they never brought in the banana.
No,
Someone
they
brought
brought-
in a sex toy.
Oh my god.
I don't
Okay.
know if it was like they just brought
Good
a
old
toy.
Texas.
They're
They
like
never
get that
brought-
woman in from the grapefruit technique.
I love Blue's reaction to that.
I don't.
That's how you teach a bunch of kids. What the fuck did we just watch?
Did you guys see that fucking like Guitar Hero thing that the dude did to that?
Oh yeah.
No, you gotta link me that now.
Oh, I
God,
gotta
that's
find
so
that.
good.
It's so good. Remind me after the cast. I'll look it up. It's
Oh
so
my
good.
I mean,
God.
pretty much.
Your
the
man's
same-
gonna look up at you and realize it could have been grapefruit the whole time.
Okay, so they never like. They never brought in the banana. It's pretty much sex ed is just for me. It was our gym coach yelling at us, telling us like, "Hey, just don't have sex." And I'm like,
See, that's such a bad way to teach
Yeah.
people about
Yeah,
it.
that's what they did in Kingman too. And like, there's already like 3 girls in that class that are pregnant.
Oh, in Kingman, there were so many kids already pregnant in those fucking classes.
Oh yeah, they
Like-
had a daycare in the high school.
Yes, you could actually sign up to work at the daycare as a class in that school because they needed people to work there, and it was essentially a way for those like the people who took it to do like med stuff. Like it's an early thing for like med related stuff. I think, right? Wasn't that what it was?
Yeah.
It was a
I
high
never
school way
knew
to.
how to get in to do any of those classes. Like
No,
it
neither
felt
did I.
like no, because it was just like everyone was part of these clubs and they were taking all these special classes, and I was just taking the core classes, and I was like, how the fuck do you guys get all these?
I was in
special-"
core classes and band. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Like, how the fuck did you guys get into like all this? They had horses at our school. They had a whole farm at our school. I didn't know how the fuck people got.
We
in.
had
I
a
was like,
farm, a
what did
daycare,
you-
a shooters club, a like a sharpshooters, like they practice archery and stuff like that.
Yeah, like,
We
how
had
the fuck?
drama. We had like all the sports, but marching band isn't a sport apparently. Fuck the school. Feel bitter about
fuck
that.
those people.
I always
I
did theater. Theater or like one of the
I did a couple
manager of
plays.
the girls' sports. I did manager of girls' sports.
My
because I
brother did
couldn't
the fucking
play.
robotics club. I never understood how to get into
Oh,
those
I
fucking
did
things.
that in middle school. I shit you not.
Yeah, like how do you like take classes in order to get into that? Like these people already.
Our counselors sucked at our school. Like,
Yeah, they just say, "Oh, you just need these,"
yeah,
and then it's just like you're suffering the entire time.
yep.
So in middle school, I don't know, it wasn't required, but they gave you like two choices: robotics club, or not robotics club, robotics classes, or another classes, and I chose robotics because
Mm.
literally all you do is just play with shit, and it was cool. And I
Played with shit.
Honestly,
played with shit. Hey, that's fine.
Okay.
man.
What kind of school were you going to?
It's
I made my
it,
first
it's
sex
Alex's sex ed
They were gonna
class.
be making
Playing with
our
shit.
Mr. Hanky's.
oh,
Mr.
Googly
Hanky
eyes.
Panky.
go ahead and shit in the toilet, fish it out, and then we'll have some fun crafting.
Mr.
Nope.
Mr. Hanky Panky.
Oh no.
Oh
No,
Jesus
no, no.
Christ!
Okay, so Devin, I
Yes.
don't know if it was the same for you, but like a lot of the classes that I was recommended to take, like my counselor, she just like handed me a list of my classes and that was that. I didn't have anything to
Who
look
did you
through.
have, if you don't mind me asking? Did you have Baker?
No, it started with a B, but it was a woman.
Yeah, no, Miss Baker was mine. She.
Oh, okay. Was she originally like a teacher in the middle school and then she moved
don't
to be a
know.
counselor?
I don't know, cause
Okay.
she was she's got blonde hair.
Yeah, glasses.
I can't remember fully, but no,
Okay.
like they suck at that place, like trying to set you up. Like I remember I had to get like one, that school does not structure things for the students. They just structure it because it's like it's convenient.
Yeah.
Like there were classes that like were needed for people like to take that would conflict with classes that they need to take as well. Like, hey, you're in band. Like a lot of band kids were in like the higher education classes, right?
Yeah.
I was taking jazz band at the time and pre-cal. I had to switch my pre-cal class completely to switch to the other jazz or to the different concert band. Instead of being concert band, I was going to be in wind ensemble that semester. But I had to completely switch my schedule up because they're like, oh, hey, by the way, we're going to have to switch you teachers. I actually failed that pre-cal class because she switched me up. She put me in Lund's class, if you remember Lund. He is one of the worst teachers ever, and it was terrible. He's a terrible teacher at that job. Like, Jesus Christ. Can't teach for shit. I don't know.
Well, see, I was just angry because all these people were taking classes I didn't even know were even like available. I just got handed like my course schedule, and I was like, okay. I didn't know that I had a choice in what I could like go into.
The only one that I knew I had the choice to choose was band, because like I was in band before that. You know, I was in band in middle school, so it was like, okay, yeah, I'll just be in band still. Like that's the only thing that I knew. Everything else was just like, here you go, kiddo.
Exactly.
Like, if you weren't one of the smart kids, you didn't get to fucking choose shit there. It sucked. Like, they favored the high academic students, which is cool because good on them for being high academics. But if you weren't if you were like me, I'm a lazy piece of shit in high school, and totally not after high school being a lazy piece of shit. But like I was pretty much like. And I was an underachiever in high school. Like I was really smart. All my teachers like, just do the work, but I didn't have like that goal to because
motivation, that drive. I know that feeling.
Well, because like I wasn't, there
that.
wasn't any like I knew next year I was just gonna be in the same classes again, pretty much. Like I was just gonna be learning the same shit every year.
Exactly.
Like it just doesn't work. I don't know.
With my friend Matt, he was in honors. He actually graduated the top of our class. And he was actually, like, you know how they do that little scoring thing? He was number 1. And so that was just like,
Was he a really tall dude, Matt?
yeah.
Yeah, I think I met
he's
him
really
before.
tall and like really pale and has like light
Did
blonde
he used
hair.
to hang out with Jordan a little bit here and there?
Yeah, every
Yeah,
once
yeah,
in
I
a
remember
while.
meeting him. Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
he was a smart kid.
Yeah,
remember
but
hearing
you
that.
know what he got? Jack shit. Okay, he was top of his class. He didn't get offered scholarships or anything. They offered them to all the sports kids who maybe
Yep.
weren't doing as good. And since he wasn't in any groups or clubs, they didn't give him any scholarships, even though he graduated top of his class. And I
Sounds
think
about right.
that's absolutely fucked because he put in so much work.
Synopsis so far. Yeah, pretty much. Vagina doctors, porn plots, pizza toppings, sex ed, reliving high school, and much more. Yeah, that's how today's been.
Oh, this is just a shoot the shit kind of podcast.
Yeah,
It's
I like
great.
it. But no, like, I just the like that place just did not give people a chance to really succeed going there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What were your guys' high schools like?
Yeah, let's hear that since
crap.
what?
I didn't really go to school.
I mean, honestly,
I just
same.
skipped.
So most days I'd sleep through school,
Same.
What?
I did that.
but I would just go in and really at the end of the semester I'd just go to my teachers and ask them, hey, you know what? If I pass your final with 100%, will you pass me? And all of them would agree because they didn't think that I'd be able to do it, and I'd never failed a single final. I always got 100% on all my finals.
That's
So
fucking amazing.
Well, that's like me
I
in
never-
AP history, U.S. history. Like, I had this thing where, like, all this, I would sleep through the entire class. I got a D in that class, but I slept through the entire class. My lowest test grade in that class was an 88.
But
And
it's
everyone's
bad,
like,
it was bad. But once I got to college, though, I understood the meaning behind it, and then my GPA was like a 4.0, and
Yeah.
that.
Well, okay. With me, at least, I don't know if it's like this for you, but I had to pay for my own college, and that alone is motivation enough to do a good job because I don't want to waste no money.
I
yeah,
haven't
yeah,
really gone
yeah.
to college.
Oh, that's fine.
So,
No, I've gone to 2 semesters so far. So,
I
literally,
just graduated.
but I also
congratulations.
I got a full-time job, so I've just been working that and just saving.
I love how everyone's like, you can't get a full-time job unless you go to college, and so many people already have full-time jobs.
Well, I had a
I
full-time job.
I have a full-time job. I
Yeah,
literally just
exactly.
got
It's not
full-time
Well,
really-
hours.
mine's at an actual company that you need a degree to have the the
See?
job that I have.
I feel like it's not really that important because even if it's like required, then you should still apply if you believe that you have the skills.
Okay, so here's the thing. My mom is like this. She has the same job that her boss has. Same thing. She probably pretty much does the same, or she did the same. This was a long time ago. She did the same thing. She did not have a degree. So therefore, literally, the only difference was pay.
Oh, that's
That's-
stupid.
Yeah, she
That's
literally did the
absolutely
exact
wrong.
same. She did the exact same level of work. The only difference was that she didn't get the same pay. So literally,
See-
it's kind of fucked up.
That's why they tell people not to share how much they make, but in reality, you should talk about how much.
Yes,
work.
you really should. Like,
Because if you're doing the same, you might be getting cheated out of some shit. Because like, that ain't right. I don't like that. Mm-mm.
well, that's like
I don't
one of the reasons why I left the truck wash I worked at. Like, the supervisors were doing all of the work, right, at the store.
Yeah.
And I was making like $11.50 an hour. My boss, who just sat there and just told me what to do, he did pretty much nothing else. Like, I did the paperwork for my shift. I made sure everyone was doing their job. I made sure the trucks were clean. I made sure the equipment was fixed. I made sure everyone knew the orders. I did pretty much. The supervisor ran everything besides like like talking to higher up management, essentially, like corporate and stuff like that. And he made at least he made at least 5 times more than I made in a year, roughly, if
Yeah.
not more. And all he did was just kind of make sure I did my job. Like, that's all that, like, what anyone can really say that a manager at Blue Beacon does, at least in the Kingman location. That's all we all knew they did, is just made sure, like, yeah, if there was new stuff, like, they teach us the new stuff and stuff like that, but like, it's very rare you found them in the bay washing a truck with you
Yeah.
Unless you were just shorthanded, or in the middle of summer, you send everyone home because there's no trucks. Truck shows up, then yeah, a manager's going to come out and help you. But if it's not that, like, it's just you running everything, and then getting yelled at when you made a mistake by them, because like, oh hey, you forgot to, you know, check the bathroom in between trucks to make sure it's clean or something, like little shit like that, or like, oh hey, this person isn't crouching down low enough, watch them. Like, they give you pointers to watch out for if you're not noticing them, but like a lot of times I'd get my ass chewed for little things that were completely out of my goddamn control. Like, I'd have to be in 5 places to make sure all those things happened correctly. It was ridiculous. And
I don't know. I prefer the job that I have now because it's literally like hourly rate. Where I used to work at was a restaurant, and I got paid by tips, and most of them are bullshit. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
were you a server or were you a hostess?
I was a server.
Oh, okay.
I thought he said stripper for some reason. Like, that's what I heard.
She didn't say she was working at a fancy steakhouse.
Strip club.
Wait,
my headphones made that sound like stripper, not server.
The only strip club, one of the only strip clubs in Denver, it is above a steakhouse. Like a really, really fancy steakhouse.
Ooh, where?
She's like, you mean that I could get to see that booty and eat a nice steak?
Yeah.
Hell yeah! Send me directions. Me and Trey. No, just me. I'm sorry.
I get jealous.
You'll Snapchat live it to him. Hey Trey.
Wish you were here.
I'm not gonna lie, that would be me.
Why am I not surprised?
That's something I would do.
Yeah, like, I don't know, like, I've never had this, like, so he said he loves being a salary. I've never really made a lot of money doing a job because most of the time, like, I've went from working at a grocery store, which was the shittiest job ever, to working at a truck wash, which was the job that literally has killed my body in a lot of ways. Like, my knees suck from walking on concrete with soleless shoes the entire day, and being covered in chemicals most days. Also, my joints in my hand, like, my hand is always kind of shaking now from it. And so, like, little things like that from that job. And then I worked at Spencer's and Target. Target's so far been the longest term job I've had. But, like, God, like, I've never had, like, a job that I've been, like, secured salary, you know what I mean, per year. Like, I've always been hourly.
I can almost guarantee that you were still making more than I was, though.
I don't know. Depends on where.
I only had one job, and I was working at Petco.
Oh, right, you told me about that.
Yeah, at the end of, like, by the time that I had quit, I was working as much and sometimes more than the manager. I was closing the store, I was opening the store, plus doing all of my normal, like, duties as the aquatic specialist, and running cashier whenever there was no one there. So, I was working about, like, upwards of, like, 32 hours sometimes, when originally my contract was agreed to be about, like, 15 to 20 hours a week.
So part-time.
Yeah, exactly. I was supposed to be part-time, and by the end of it, I was working full-time. I was still getting paid $8.15, and I worked there for 2 years. Never got a raise.
Yeah, places like that fucking suck. Like, that was Smith's when I worked there. Like, fuck that shit. Like, I literally pretty much saved that store's ass several times. I had, like, one of the things I really hated about that job, I had one mistake one day. Like, and it was a team mistake, because the cashier, they put the soda standing up on the thing down. And when it's going down that thing, never set a soda standing up, right? Especially if there's a shit ton of other stuff in front of it, okay? It gets to the end, and there's 2 baggers. There's me and my buddy. Like, we're bagging all the stuff. And so, we're grabbing this stuff, and the soda, it goes like this. It flips over the side of it. And I catch it for a second, and it bounces out of my hand, hits the ground, and skyrockets across the front end. For the next 3 weeks, you want to know what I heard? This is how you bag a soda. For 3 weeks.
When people do that, it literally irritates me.
From
Like,
all of management, like the high up management, like the main heads of the store and the two others right below him, were consistently, if they were around me, this is how you bag a soda. I'm like, I fucking know how to bag a soda. I'm one of your best goddamn baggers in this store. Because I don't have to be here over here. I should be doing other shit. But you call me over here because you know I can save their asses over here. And you want to tell me how to bag every goddamn day. Like, seriously? It was some of the most... That job, I had to come in... I wasn't able to talk one day. That's how sick I got. And I called. I'm like, I legitimately cannot breathe or talk. And they're like, well, we had 3 people call off today. 2 quit. You're coming in. So I came in, and my boss that I worked under the most, Michelle, she's like, why are you here? Like, she heard me try to talk. I was like, I don't know. They just said I had to come in. And then Lori, one of the, like, the 2 bottom, like, bosses, like the 2 that, like, help the main store dude run it. Lori walks in. She's like, oh, hey, Devin, here's your list for the night, and walks off. Like, she told me I had to come in. She heard how bad I sounded, and then she's like, oh, hey, Devin, thanks for coming in. Here's your list. And just wanders off for the rest of the night.
Oh, my God.
Oh, like, they were lucky that it was, like, I needed that job for, like, another 2 months before I was supposed to leave Kingman at that point. Because I needed that fucking money. Like, that was the problem. Like, that job was the fucking worst. Because no one respected the crew on the front end. It's why when I'm at Target, I don't want to learn to do front end stuff. It's because, like, I don't want to deal with all the shit that comes with it. Because, like,
yeah,
I got chewed out for shit that wasn't even my fault. Like, I had to clean out the janitor closet in the back of the store, which hadn't been cleaned before I got in there, pretty much. And they expected that thing to be fucking spotless most days. And it's impossible. Plus, trying to clean, like, freezer doors, they want you to spray down the freezer doors. Do you know what happens when you spray a door that's frozen temperature?
it ices up.
It ices up. And it gets worse. And then they yell at you for making it look worse. And you're like, you told me to do this. You said spray the inside of the door. What do you want?
Exactly. I can't tell you how many times I got in trouble for doing my fucking job, and they're all like, you didn't do it right. Guess what? After I quit, I go into Petco sometimes. They have 3 people doing what it took me to do. So fuck you. Like, that's always, like, I mean, I don't know what's, like how I should stand on this, because, like, I feel kind of good about it. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I fucking did that job. But then I'm also really spiteful because I'm just all like, you had all that work on me when it's a job for 3 people. How dare you?
Yeah. Well, it's like, it's like, places like that, they just don't give a shit. Like,
they're not good at scheduling. They're not good at delegating work to people. They're not good at giving directions. Communication is really important.
Like, on top of, like, the jobs that I've already said, like, my night consisted of, by 5, so, like, I'd come in at 3:30 at that semester, right? I was expected to, every 30 minutes, take my broom and a push broom and go around the entire store, right? Originally, it could be every other hour that I had to go down every aisle. They changed it, so every 30 minutes, I had to go down all 22 aisles that Smith's has.
Oh my god.
Then, on top of that, I had to clean the bathrooms every 30 minutes. Both of them. They wanted me to mop the bathrooms every 30 minutes. Then by 5 o'clock, I had to have all of the upstairs trashes, all the outside trashes, and all the bathroom trashes taken care of by 5:30.
No.
And then by the end of the night, I needed to make sure all the trashes at the cashier area was done. I needed to make sure that the that 20 carts were sprayed down with a pressure washer in the back. I had to make sure that the bathrooms were completely spotless, plus whatever my chore list was for the night. Like, it's just, they expected me just to do all that. Plus, if my 10 o'clock guy doesn't do carts correctly by the end of the night, like pull in all the carts and fill up carts so that there's carts for the morning, I have to do that by 12 o'clock. I was there till like 2, at least 10 different occasions in the like 7 months I worked there, and at least till another 20 different times. Covering shit because people don't know how to do their job, or they just are like, devil do it. I also had to do go backs the entire night too. So like anything that people bought that they didn't want, I had to get that done as well on top of everything else. Like, they don't know how to distribute the work so that like the people who are doing those jobs don't lose their fucking shit. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Like I said, delegating work, that's like one of the main things that
Well, that's something I've
especially
learned.
retail has a really hard problem with when they shouldn't. So oh, by the way, we're coming up on almost 8 o'clock here, so
Are we? All right,
Yeah.
we might need to wrap
10
up
minutes.
then. 10 minutes until then.
Oh, I get to get food.
That's what Alex has been waiting for this
I shit you not. I literally am ordering food.
Nice.
Domino's.
At my
I
job,
ordered
sometimes
food
I
like
have to
half an hour
you have
ago.
to sometimes refill
Crazy girl.
the office coffee pot. Zoe, I'm so sorry, man. That
Oh
is-
my gosh.
Oh.
Soy.
By the way, I'm totally dicking with you. Sorry, that's just. I wanted to go into detail, being like, wow, man, I'm sorry. Like, I shouldn't have been complaining about what I was doing originally.
my
Like, that was.
You have
That's
it.
so petty.
I had it so
so
easy
much
compared to
harder.
that. It's so hard.
God, you're such an asshole.
Dude, those filters can
Sometimes
be
just-
fucking finicky. Okay.
Oh no, they
Soy,
can.
I
Talking
know-
about
I know
filters
your
can be
pain.
finicky.
Yeah.
No, like, I don't know. Like, I hate working shit jobs, man. Like, that reminds me. This yesterday at work was one of the worst days I've ever worked at the job. 2 weeks in a row, I had to clean something up. Last week, I had to clean up 2 gallons of honey off the back room floor. Do you realize? Do you realize how hard it is to clean up honey? 2
I
gallons
can
of honey.
imagine.
It's not easy.
How do you fucking spill honey?
Oh, well, because it's glass jars that people
One of
don't
those
pay attention,
ridiculous.
and they move around the store for at
Oh
least
my
5
God.
hours. That honey had been dripping onto the floor and all over my equipment.
Oh my god.
And I had to clean that up last week. This week, I walked into the employee bathroom in the back of the store, and there was a puddle of piss on the middle of the fucking floor.
Oh my gosh.
My store is full of animals who don't give a shit
Literally?
anymore. I don't.
Like, did someone just bring their dog in and piss?
No, this is either a vendor or an employee who pissed in that bathroom and just pissed on the floor.
Oh my god.
Vegas. Woo!
Yay!
Woo!
3 weeks.
Fun.
Woo!
You're like, I'll
Sure.
bet you $20 I'll miss the toilet.
I don't.
I'll bet you
Fucking-
20. That's an easy $20.
Yeah,
Easiest $20 I've ever made.
Oh, so now we know who made the bet.
Yep, solely me. You know, that's why I spent like 20 minutes trying to clean that up. The other problem too is like yesterday, I had a spill on one of my owls. Like a guest had a drink that he accidentally dropped. He's like, I completely forgot it was there. I'm like, yeah, no problem, dude. It happens. You know, people drop things. It happens. Like, I have no problem
Yeah.
with that. The problem is when our clerk, the one who's supposed to take care of spills, is already doing something, right? So he can't be there. We're not allowed to leave our spills either. If there's a spill on the floor, someone has to stand by it until it's cleaned. Because if we step away from it, huge safety hazard right there. They don't want something
Yeah.
happening. So I
Kinda
sat
like
there.
If a light goes out in a movie theater.
Yeah. Like I had to stay there for 30 minutes because our clerk is busy doing things that he was told to do.
Soy.
And like I had to stand there for 30 minutes. I literally was like, you know, I asked the clerk first. I'm like, hey, over the radio, hey, clerk, can I have mop over to aisle, whatever that was on? He's like, 1 second, I'm doing this. I'm like, okay. Give it a moment. I'm like, hey, team, can someone bring a mop over to 3534? And then Christian, the clerk, he's like, I'm busy overdoing
Hey,
this
too-
as
too
to let
much
the
info.
store know that he's in the middle of something that he has to do. Team, can someone go get that spill? Because I can't leave that spill to go get a mop. And it's just like, I had to stand there for 30 fucking minutes looking at this pink liquid on the floor as I have a pallet on the floor. Guests are asking me questions. I can't go help those guests where they're at. This is the second week in a row that this shit has happened. And I can't wait to leave this
You know
Target.
what that means?
What?
That means you gotta look it up. That's your only way of cleaning it.
Do my bidding, peasant.
I hate
You
this
know?
store.
Look it up.
Look it up.
I cannot wait
Read
to go
my
back to the
books while
Target.
you're down
I can't
there.
wait to go back to the Target I started at, like the one in Wenatchee. Like, The one up there
Oh.
is ran so smoothly last time I was up there, and everyone like understands the jobs they're doing. Everyone does their job properly. No one's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna leave this for the next guy." If they don't get their job done, they tell the next guy. They're like, "Hey, this is what's left. I didn't get time to do it." We make sure that there's communication in the store and that we're always all working together, even if we're on different teams, like hard lines, flow, whatever. Right? We're all working together in our own way, which is awesome. This store does not do that. It's every fucking man for themselves. It doesn't work for me because I'm a fucking support main. Doesn't work. Ah.
Kind of.
But yeah, that's my life.
Yeah.
What about you guys? How's work been for you?
Stressful jobs. Well, I think Blue said he was gonna go do something.
Really
don't know
quick.
where
He
he
said
is.
he'd be right back.
Yeah.
Well, he lied. I don't see anybody.
Well, there's a blue chair. You know, it's instead of blue flare 15, it's now blue chair
There-
15.
There's a creepy ass mask in his back.
I just noticed that.
Wait,
Can I
wait.
zoom in on that? Hold on.
Ew.
Show me, because I don't see it. Oh, I see it. It's on top.
Ew.
Ew.
That's creepy. We'll have to
Let
ask
me
him
see
what the story is
if I can
about
zoom
it.
in on that.
Blue's into some kinky shit.
Oh.
There's the new blue. It's the mask now, way up there in the corner.
Oh god.
That's his final form.
Next to the what looks like a Manchester United thing, but I think that's Colorado Rapids. I can't tell though. It looks like a scarf for a soccer team to me, which is very common in the world of football.
Football.
Football, which is great.
Go!
I'm not that big into sports.
sports.
That bad.
I don't-
Yeah, I'll watch Rockets games, but besides that, I don't get me to go to a fucking Astros game. Like I know they won like whatever thing
World
that I
Series?
went to that they won that World Series. I went to like when Houston had like its whole like celebration like downtown Houston. It was fucking horrible. I'm not into it. I'm never gonna do that again. It's fucking hot. There's people everywhere. It's horrible. I don't want to go again.
See, with me, it's like I don't like watching sports, but I like playing sports because I like being a part of the activity. Like,
So-
if I know how to play and I'm the one playing it, then I'm having a great time. If I'm just watching it, I'm like, what the fuck am I?
So I won't get involved in sports unless I'm like actually working because I actually like worked in the Super Bowl. I went to that celebration for the Astros. What else? Just some other shit. I'm gonna be doing some other shit for I don't know what, but who knows?
See, for me, it's
He's
he got
not
fucking
food!
panda.
He
What?
got food!
Oh, you motherfucker.
Okay, I'm back, huh?
You got
You
food!
motherfucker. We saw that
What?
food.
We saw the
Yeah.
food.
Oh, my bad. My
Um.
dog escaped out the front door, so I had to run down the street to catch her.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh no. We
But
were
no, like
talking
me,
about
I
your
like
pink
watching
mask in the
sports and
back.
being in sports. I was a keeper
I
for
what?
football.
Nothing.
My mess. What mess?
No,
Oh, we
you're
were talking
not.
about your mask. I zoomed in on
Oh.
the mask on the top there for a
Yep.
little bit.
And my Barcelona flag.
Is that Barcelona? Okay, I knew it was a football corporation. I just couldn't tell 100% because it's a little grainy from my end. So I knew it was because it's the same colors as either because aren't the Rapids also blue and red, right? I can't remember.
I don't know.
I can't remember what Colorado's team colors are. But I knew it was either, like it also Manchester colors are red and blue, so that's how I knew it was a football scarf. Just based off of how it looks, because I used to have one hanging up on the top there too.
I don't know if it's for football.
Barcelona is football.
No,
Mm.
Barcelona's a state. Or what is it?
Whoa. What?
Country.
Yes, but it's the Barcelona Football Corporation thing.
Wait,
There's nothing on there
Barcelona
about
is
football.
in Spain.
Yeah, it's a Barcelona foot.
No, it's just a Barcelona. No, it's not. It's not. It's
Barcelona is a
football and all,
country.
though.
What?
Yes, Barcelona is a country, but there's a
But
Barcelona
that-
FC.
But that's not
Barcelona
tied to
FC
football.
is blue and red. Like that is a Barcelona scarf, like a
Bruh.
Barcelona FC scarf.
My bad. Sorry.
I know this. It's a Barcelona.
That's what I was saying, right? Yeah, soy. Thank you.
It's a Barcelona FC scarf. I know this.
No. He was. Soy is talking about Barcelona is a city. That's what I was saying. I was
It's
like,
a city-state
"Oh,
in a sense.
Barcelona's
Well, like Spain's weird. Like their
God.
cities are kind of like their states almost. If that makes sense. Like their major cities, like Real Madrid and stuff
yes,
like that.
but-
But yeah. No, I played sports and watched sports. Like I'm actually gonna go to a Sounders game after I get there.
Rip.
Oh, do we not have like any chat commands?
Not yet. Sorry, I should do that. We've been
also,
we've been live
since
for
I'm
an
here-
hour 45 or 55. Sorry.
Since I'm here looking at it, my name is spelled wrong.
Did I misspell that?
Yikes.
Jurie.
What? Did I fuck that up? Really?
Wow, Dev. Wow.
Jurie.
Where'd I fuck that
boy.
up? Down below or on the
It's
thing?
it's in the info on Creator.
Did I mess that up down there?
It says Jurie.
Yes, you did.
Okay, I did
Damn,
that
am
quickly
going to-
one time. All right. Wow, I've
Damn,
really.
I'm gonna go down
Recorded.
there. I'm gonna go.
To the podcast
Down.
police.
I'm gonna help you sort that shit out.
Hey, look, it's fixed if you update the thing now. Okay, it's fixed.
Okay, let me
If you
refresh. the
refresh,
page.
it's fixed.
Oh
all right.
boy. Alright, I'm gonna check. I'm checking it right now. It still says Julie!
I just
Thank
fixed it. I just did it. I swear to you.
I actually can't get food now because I think some restaurants are closed, but like I can't get food until
What? What the fuck?
Thanksgiving,
there we go.
I just
Okay,
fixed it.
okay.
so we
it's
can
fixed.
go get food at 24-hour places. Because I kind of
Ooh.
want Whataburger. Kind
Never
of.
had Whataburger.
I remember we
That's
used
a
to
lie.
have a lot of burger here.
Dev.
I just got
Dev.
some panda.
Did you just
I know,
finish?
I'm
My
so
brain just forgot
jealous.
what Whataburger was for a second.
Oh my god, boy.
Whataburger.
I
But
can't
yeah,
pull up
is there
that
anything else you guys
screen.
want to bring up? Like big time?
Sorry, I will fucking roast you.
Do you want to hear
In-N-Out's
about
better.
my weird
Ah!
grocery store story today?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was getting my food all bagged up. Didn't realize that I was wearing my God of War hat. And the clerk goes, would you like anything else today, boy? And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Why the fuck are you calling me a boy? And I was so confused by what he had said to me that he could tell that I looked really offended. I'm like, what the heck are you? Why? And he's like, you're wearing the God of War hat. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm so sorry.
That's fantastic.
Boy.
I can see how if you
Yeah.
forget that that's what you're wearing.
But he said it in the God of War voice, so he went really low with it. And he's like, boy. And I was like, oh god. Oh my god. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Like, excuse me? Who are you fucking talking to?
That's fantastic.
And
Well,
it's
it's
just
like
like, whoa, bruh, I thought you knew.
Oh, by the way, can I just talk about Uber for a second? Like, can I stop getting super chatty drivers? Like,
Oh, I
Yeah,
love chatty drivers.
Yeah, I don't
No,
really
no, no,
mind them.
no. It depends. If it's like I'll have like my good days where it's just like, yeah, I'll talk. And then I'll have my really like quiet days where it's just like I just want to pop in some headbuds and just earbuds
Well,
and just like
if I'm
that's
going
it.
to the movies, I'm not bringing my headphones with. You know what I mean? Because I don't
Well,
want to have those
If
with me
I'm,
the entire
if
time.
I'm going to
If
the
I have
movies-
headphones in, I hope they wouldn't start talking to me. And sometimes it happens. They just
Yeah,
start talking to you
yeah,
with their headset in.
That's the worst.
So, okay, what I hate is I'm saying this because I'm about to go on a plane but I've had my headphones in like on a plane before and someone has tapped my shoulder. I've looked at them and like I like took off my headphones like this so that I could hear because I thought maybe they wanted to get out to go to the bathroom or something. They just started talking to me. So where are you going? And I'm like,
So say 1 minute, and then you put back on your headphones and
Yeah.
then quit talking to
Oh,
them. That's what
I
usually do,
will.
but I'm an
I'll just do
asshole,
this real quick.
so-
I'll just do like, yeah. If they start talking, I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm probably gonna fall asleep on this flight, so that's why I always get the window seat too. I will always get a window seat on a flight just so I can sit in the window seat, set like I'll have a jacket on me, like I'll set the jacket there and then do this. Because then, no one fucking bothers me the entire goddamn trip. Because it's
Yeah.
just like, I'll sit there and either fall asleep, I'll be just asleep kind of thing, or I'll just lay there and look as like I'll put sunglasses on if it's during a day flight like this the entire time, leaning back like the person comes with water. If I'm not awake, if I'm not asleep, I'll be like, yeah, I'll take a water real quick. Like I'll come back from the dead for a second, and be like, yeah, I'll take a water and some peanuts.
Fucking the lady. Fucking flight attendant. She'll
Holy
probably,
shit!
she'll be like,
it's
just like the fuck.
I'm not so like I can be super social, right? But I hate creating the small talk conversation with people I don't know. Like, and so when they start it with me, it's just like, so how long you lived in Vegas for? That was my conversation today. I'm like, oh no, he started talking about the Knights, which, okay, I can accept a conversation about the Knights, but I was like, I'm not really into NHL, you know, I haven't really gotten in NHL before. But he goes off on the Knights, and then he's like, so how long you lived in Vegas? Because I was like, I mean, I'm originally, you know, I'm like, I'm not even from around here originally, I'm from Washington. He goes off on that shit, and I'm just like I'm sitting here on my phone, obviously, like, I just want to go to the Orleans and go watch a movie. Please stop talking to me.
Yeah.
Like, for the love of God. Like,
I'm kind of the asshole that just be like, I gotta go, bye.
where are you gonna go? You're in the Uber.
Oh, an Uber. I didn't know.
I'm
sorry,
stuck
I'm
there at that point. Like, I'm stuck in this car ride without headphones. So I don't feel like.
Alex is like, safety roll.
just like, alright, this is super shocking. Just like
tuck your
fucking.
chin
I can't do it. Like, and my
Fucking
problem too
wrong.
is I'm not gonna be an asshole to him because one, that fucks over your rating on the thing. You know, I don't want to fuck up my, you know, freaking rating as a passenger. I don't want to get shit drivers. Because, like, even the 5 stars, you still end up with shit drivers. Me and Blue ran into this several times when he visited Vegas. Like, I don't want to end up with more bad drivers because my rating goes down because I didn't feel like being social. So it's like, if I'm going to work and I take an Uber, like, it's headphones on as, you know, my, because my other headphones I have, like, active noise canceling. Flip the switch, sit there, listen to music or watch a YouTube video.
You know what
Can't hear
that
shit.
fucking reminds me of? Who watches Black Mirror?
I haven't yet.
Do any of
Half and
Oh
half.
my god.
I've watched a couple episodes. I watched the alligator episode.
Okay.
And the other.
There's
and one
The
of the other
first
ones.
episode of season 3 is called Nosedive, and it's based on the entire concept that literally every human interaction you have is rated, and you get rated on how you
Oh,
are
I've never
as a
seen the trailer for
person,
that.
I watched that one.
and it determines like what quality of service you get anywhere, and like you won't be
Good
able to get on a
job.
or anything if you have a rating below a 3, and it's just like we're all human.
Well, that's my
That's
thing. Like,
awful.
one, like, I'm not a very, like, I don't, like, I talk a lot with people I know, but, like, if I don't know you, I'm not going to engage you that much. Unless you're in the group of people that I know, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
if I'm hanging out
exactly.
in real life, right, and we're talking, and there's, like, someone I don't know, I'll talk to them, because they're in that group. But if I'm in a
Yeah.
car with a stranger, I'm not going to really conversate too much, or not purposely conversate too much.
Converse.
It sucks. I keep getting talkative
no.
Uber drivers.
I'm honestly like that too, where it's just like, yeah, if we're like when we went to PAX, like I didn't know what's his name, Mark.
Mark? Oh, you almost said Sam?
Fucking love Mark.
No, there was someone else named Sam.
Yeah, there was
Sam,
Sam. I can never pronounce his Twitch handle, but Ezio.
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 No, the Mark. I was like, oh, I didn't know this person. I was like, oh, okay, it's still easy to talk to because
Yeah.
you know why not?
Because we're all on the
it's
same
like-
network.
Yeah, but like, if it's something like that, I get
Oof.
really uncomfortable and like it'll just go dead. Conversation will go dead, and I don't know what to do, and I'm just like,
Same. Like, it's just... I do not do well in those situations because it's just like I'm too like I have a tendency to be too nice and not want to shut it down because like this dude's enjoying himself having this conversation with this stranger and I'm like, please stop. It's like when I'm at work and like someone just starts this conversation and I'm trying to stock things. I'm like, I'm doing my job. Like I'll ask every customer who walks by
Yeah.
me, how are you doing today? You know, and they'll be like, oh good, how about you? I'll be like, I'm good. I'm doing pretty good, you know, something along those lines. But when you start a conversation with me, I'm like, ha ha ha, ha yeah, yeah, ha 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 ha, please leave me alone. Ha 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 ha. It's the worst. Like, oh my god, stop, just stop. Like,
Yeah, I can't.
I don't know how you just randomly talk to strangers. Like,
Okay, but I'm fucking amazed. My coworker, she's been there for years. She's an older lady. She's a grandmother. Um, she's not like old, like gray hair old. She's like active, like woman, like fucking takes charge, like that kind of person. She literally knows everybody in this place. I shit you not, remembers their names, their kids' names, their kids' ages, where they are, who they are. I'm like, what the fuck? I can barely remember what I ate this morning. Can you just
right?
hold on? I don't remember. Like, it took me forever to remember all of my coworkers' names. I still am just like, what? How are you like? How can you like recite like their child's like fucking? It was so fucking like amazing, and I'm just like, she like holds a conversation with everybody for at least the minimum 5 minutes. Longest I've ever seen her hold a conversation was an hour. And I'm like, we
How?
work. I'm like,
How?
we work. You know, there's other customers, and I'm alone, and I'm new. Can you not?
I don't. That's like my coworker Doug. Like, you can get him on a topic and just get him to talk for the rest of your shift if you wanted to. Like, it's insane. I don't know how some people do that because I don't have the.
Soy, he's mine. I already have this fight with Casey. I don't want you to.
Oh my
Me and
God.
Blue are about to throw our hats in for Trey.
She already accepted my hat. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm fucking done. I'm just like, no, I'm good. Bye, fam. I'm done.
Get back here! We still have another announcement before we end the stream. We still have an announcement, Hugh.
I have a beautiful blanket on as a bottom. 'Cause I
All
have
right,
shorts.
we do have an announcement thingy that we should go over before we end tonight. The reason why I made sure that we had Alex and Jurie on here, or Jurie on here. That's right.
It's
Yeah.
because we're awesome. It's because
Well,
we're awesome.
yes.
Yeah.
But it's also because they're going to be hosting a show called Anime with Alex. Alex is a
Jurie.
novice anime watcher. Jurie is a full-blown weeboo.
Veteran.
She's a
Better.
It's the
veteran
perfect
weeaboo.
mash of no idea what she's doing with too much information to host a show together. So, and so like, you know, yeah, they're gonna have an awesome podcast. You'll see guests. They're gonna be hosting it. We don't have a set day, 100%. We're thinking it's gonna be Tuesdays, right? That's what we were thinking
Yeah.
to start with, at
Yes,
least.
Tuesdays.
Um,
I'm not so sure when though.
Yeah, we're trying to set up.
not
It'll
so
be within
sure.
the next month, probably at least within like the next 3 to 4 weeks within that time frame when we'll have that started. We will have more information about that. But yeah, that's one of the major things that like we were gonna announce today was that there's another podcast coming. You know, we're unveiling more shit for this channel because like we like doing this. So yeah, like, you know,
The art of collaboration.
yes, it's like this is a headquarters for people who make people laugh. You know, and go har har
Har har har.
har har. Anyways,
Okay, enough.
I think Alex froze.
Oh no.
Yep, there she is. She's back.
There she is.
What happened?
Who's gonna be on the cast
blacked
next
out.
week? Well, I know Soe's gonna be on the cast next week, and so is Steven. Steven's gonna make it to next week's, because he wasn't able to make this week. We'll announce our 4th guest once I figure that out. It's still a work in progress how I'm gonna do this. Potentially, we'll see. I want to get the good rotation going. You know what I mean? Like people who will be on.
We all need to do this, just like
Guys,
Who I have to make
Dev,
laugh. Fair enough.
Join it. Come here.
I'm not a crook.
Oh no.
But like we are we're unveiling more stuff. We have some other podcasts down the line that we're planning. We have some other cool stuff that we plan on doing. And we'll eventually potentially have some gameplay related stuff on this channel at some point, but that's further down the line. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like, I hope everyone on here enjoyed this. Did you guys have fun?
I had fun.
Oh, yeah.
I did.
All right, that's what matters. Yay! We all had fun.
Yay! The power of friendship.
Yay! Yeah, no, this is one of the pet projects that we've been trying to get set up for a while, and I haven't had a, because I was gonna host this from the get-go.
Well,
That's
fuck you, Soy. Sorry.
You know what? Then you don't have to be on next week.
Oh no.
If you don't enjoy it. But yeah, like this has been something that I've been trying to get off the ground for a little bit, but just because of my schedule, I haven't been able to.
Yeah.
So like I haven't had the chance to start this. I'm joking, fucker. I saw the kappa. And so we're gonna have fun with this. Alex will probably be on this coming Critically Casual, where we go over Deadpool 2 and Emoji Movie, plus movie news and crap. Have fun.
Serious?
Yes.
Fuck. All right, I'm gonna get Troy.
Troy.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
Who are you? Who else are you with? What are you doing?
I was thinking emoji
Confirmed
movie.
here
You
first.
always
Ray?
name people at the same time that have such similar names. You're gonna get so fucked over.
I'm gonna just like slip up. Just like, "Hi,
Clip it and
guys."
send it
Just
to
like,
him.
who the
Clip it and
fuck
send it
is
to him.
Troy?
But like, we got Critically Casual this Monday, 6 o'clock. I'll be on there. Alex will probably be on there. Steven will be hosting as always. Is there anything you guys want to plug while you guys are here? I think I've done all the plugging I could do, other than follow me on Twitter and Twitch.
Yeah, go follow me on Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm
Twitter,
gonna say
Twitch.
follow everyone on Twitter. And
Yeah,
Twitch.
and then also follow the Har Har channel on Twitter as
Oh,
well.
Har.
If you feel like it.
Yeah, if you feel like it,
No,
or you
do
just if you like
I don't
supporting
care if
us.
you want to or not. Just follow.
Yeah, just do it.
Oh,
You know,
no.
let's just have that in your life. Even if you dislike it, it's still there.
If you don't.
I think that's just reason enough to just follow. Like and subscribe as well, please.
Like and
We don't have.
Subscribe.
we
Holy
don't have.
shit.
We're not at that point yet, Blue.
Oh shit, my bad.
like, comment. Subscribe.
Give us a few
Please.
months. Give us a few months, and
Please
then maybe.
subscribe to us on iTunes.
Well, we do have a SoundCloud that will have the audio versions of these going too. And
Give
a
us a couple months.
and also the YouTube channel that will have all the video versions of this going to as well. So
Cool.
yes,
No, sorry. This is non-negotiable. For or
I'll
no.
drop two
soy?
of you a follow. That's it. Oh, has he? He's probably already following me and Blue. He might not be following everyone else yet. Welcome back, Frankie. We're just wrapping up.
Hi,
So yeah,
Frankie.
and anything
Bye,
other than your
Frankie.
channels, anything you guys want to plug? Anything you got planned? Are you anything over the weekend you're planning on doing that you want to plug?
I play video games on Twitch.
So I have an upcoming birthday soon.
Happy
I'm just
birthday.
Oh, give her birthday gifts.
Yeah.
There you
No,
go.
you don't have to do that. Just come look at my stream.
I just
Thanks,
do
Frankie.
creative shit on Twitch. I
Ouch,
just draw things.
Frankie.
Oh.
I'll let you know that
Frankie.
I am BEA beautiful, okay?
Oh,
BLE, beautiful.
Yeah.
BLU,
Blue
sorry.
Blue is
Beautiful.
cute. AF.
Beautiful.
What the fuck, Frankie?
Beautiful.
Ooh, thank you.
But yeah, I think everyone here
That
I think
looks better
enjoyed
that
this.
way.
Did you guys enjoyed all this, right? Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
I didn't really think about how to
Alright.
close this. That was the one thing I didn't think
I
about.
actually
So
have energy now, which really sucks. And then I got food, and then I'm just like, oh, I finally.
well, I'll probably be streaming for a little bit after this if you want to play some Fortnite or something.
I will go get food. Come back. Actually, I have to wait for Trey. Go get food. Come back.
Oh,
and
look
then
at you guys being a couple and doing things together. You.
Oh, that's cute.
Dang.
Oh, how dare you?
It's a running joke between me and her that
let
every
them
time
enjoy
anything
their
happens with her and
love.
Trey, I have to gag. And
Don't
so
worry, I'm gonna do the same with Him
But
and someone.
Ooh.
anyways, yeah. So yeah, I guess this is gonna wrap it up for the night. Thank you guys for coming out. I enjoyed this. Hope you all enjoyed this. And I will see you guys Monday for Critically Casual and next week for another episode of HarHar Podcast. Thank you for coming out, and I will see you guys in 3 days.
Fuck you, Frankie. Fuck you, Frankie.